We are joining Zero in the chat. We are joining Todd, Spurdelicious Todd, and for public safety, uh, fornicator with Tiffany, who refuses to pay her back child support. And that's not a comment about Tiffany's child. That's a comment about deadbeat Tiffany. So let's jump into Sheep Show schooling Todd and Ryder.
Got it. I got it. The Sheep Show guy.
Your juvenile, condescending.
The Sheep Show guy is so wrong about so much. Anyone that defends D Dummy is trash.
Okay, that's very intellectual. Thank you I appreciate you fucking paying $10 to write that comment. That's a very in-depth intellectual comment, and I feel enlightened that you read it for me. 4PS.
You're welcome.
Now, I have a point that I want to make, and it goes back to DirectD, and it goes back to your question about why DirectD has, in my characterization of him, turned to the dark side. Can we talk about that now?
No, you don't believe it, man. It's fucking bullshit.
So Sheep Show's not on either side here, and he has earlier in the stream said that both DirectD, 4PS, and lil Toddy, hello Alan Killian, are just monkeys in a tree flinging shit at each other. To which Todd kind of agreed, but he'll continue with the behavior.
Topic for you. You are all over DirectD's nuts. It's too obvious. Yeah. There's nothing you're doing that's anti DirectD, anything he does.
Yeah. Well, I thought that this was Todd's show, and I did.
Yeah, Todd's smart enough to know that too. He's a lot smarter than me.
You guys are fucking holding hands and tiptoeing.
We're not holding hands. We don't even like each other, dude.
Doing, God knows
I like you a hell of a lot less, though.
What else you're doing together? But Todd, I mean, who should I ask these? I thought it was your show and your panel.
I do have to. I'm sorry. I'm gonna hold on. I got to do some housekeeping. I am listening.
Great chat and great comment in the side chat. Angel420 says, shouldn't someone who claims to be a, quote, parent be paying their child support to help with the cost of the life-saving meds the child needs? I mean, said parent uses the child for clicks and views. That's a very astute observation. Pay your child support, Tiff, you deadbeat.
I do need to step away for a moment. Please try not to ruin my show too much if you guys can. I will.
Todd's got to step away. Shadow shit in the house again.
I'll be listening. I'll answer your question. I got to help. There's some groceries I got to help bring in. I got to do man shit. Otherwise, I might get kicked out of my wife's basement. But I'll be right back, guys. I do apologize.
Todd's de-pillowing so he can rise from the pillow fort.
Apologize. I will be listening. So hold on. Just give me like 5 seconds before you ask your question. That way I can. All right. I don't want to ruin the show by echoing. So I'm going to step away for a second. Go ahead.
All right. So I wanted to make the point that
do you have any toilet paper?
Maybe DirectD.
Shit show. Do you have toilet?
So now that Todd's not there to rein it in, 4PS is going to do the only thing that 4PS is really capable of doing: talk nonsense incessantly. Let's see if coded is right.
Paper?
Maybe DirectD.
Shit show. Do you have any toilet paper?
Turned over to the dark. I see what you know.
Shit show. Do you have any toilet paper in
Apparently 4PS is out of toilet paper and he's begging for toilet paper.
your house?
I know that Todd's chat
is not. So do you have any toilet paper at your house? But I know that now?
There are at least a few
people
in
have
Todd's
any
chat
toilet paper
that are incapable of seeing exactly what you're doing, which is
asking you a question. It's a legit question. Do you have any toilet paper?
You're doing what you've accused me of doing, and you're talking over me.
Do you have any toilet paper? Yes or no?
And you're doing it.
I think coded was right. 4PS is just going to talk stupid fucking nonsense
on purpose, and I see that you're doing it on purpose. And I know that you're doing it on purpose. But unlike the nut riders in the chat who are going to support everything that you do,
nut rider over here on the panel, nut riding these little nuts,
and everything that you say. I
mean, he's
what
gay,
you're doing
right?
is not lost on me. But the question that I have, and I'm just going to ask it.
Warren Monkdale 4923 says, "Here I thought Todd was about the truth, but yet he lets the biggest liar on the internet on his live, and his name is Chris Ryder."
whether you talk over me or not, is that
well, I'm waiting for you to get to the question.
Direct D has turned over to the dark side because he's disillusioned with the people in this genre. Maybe he reads comments like, the sheep show guy is so wrong about so much. Anyone that defends D Dummy is trash. Maybe Direct D reads comments like that and says that these freaking nut riding gutter trash rats in this community are so far fucking beneath me.
I saw that, Richard. 85, 86. Hello, Michael Wyatt. Silver is on the rise.
That I can't.
Sure, that's exactly what he's doing.
I can't even operate in this genre without feeling like I need a shower. So I would just rather
exactly what he's
go
doing
somewhere else where at least their community is a little bit more tightly held together.
Okay, cool.
I don't know.
Now,
I'm just saying.
No. Hold on. Let me answer now. See how you keep fucking going?
No,
you're exactly right.
Keep talking.
How he keeps going. You haven't shut the fuck up, Ryder. You fucking retard.
Over me. And
shouldn't you be at work, Ryder? Oh, that's right. You don't have a fucking job or any savings.
I can't even tell you you're right.
That I see how you keep talking over me and gaslighting
You're right.
Me.
You're right. He's doing that. That's exactly what he's doing. Because this genre is all about the one that he's in right now. Where
Shuggy, if you're going to be critical, you got to tag a hashtag FIC at the end of that shit. Shuggy says alive at a sensible hour. Will wonders never cease? I'm hanging out because I got tree guys coming to do I got a giant silver maple in the back that needs to be limbed up.
He's getting fucking mopped by everybody. This genre believes in accountability. So when what this genre is all about is when you do something wrong, or especially criminal, then you're supposed to take accountability for it and own up to it. So you're supporting a guy who's getting fucking dragged across the internet.
I saw that before. I remember
you're supporting a guy who's getting dragged across the internet because he refuses to accept accountability.
Direct D has way more credibility than you do, 4PS, you fucking loser. Oh, did I mention that Tiffany needs to pay her back child support?
Because he stole an
orange. For his action.
You guys are right about me. You guys are right. I'm crazy. I'm crazy.
You're not crazy. Nobody said you were crazy. We all said you're a pussy.
Okay, I'm a crazy pussy because
you're not crazy. You get crazy out of it. You're just a pussy.
And the entire internet lost its collective fucking mind.
Up, Todd's back. Maybe 4PS will get his shit in order.
Because he stole an orange, I rolled my
fucking commercials. Shuggy says hashtag FYC. Happy now? There's no pleasing some people. LOL. I'm happy, dude. I'm happy.
Christ cares about stealing. It's one of the 10 commandments.
And he had to run off to
Todd, I thought you were a Christian. We're not under the law, dipshit. The law was fulfilled. We're under the perfect law of liberty. Just don't use that liberty as a cloak for sinful behavior.
The Brooklyn audits fucking case instead of talking about direct pussy.
He who is without sin cast the first stone.
Oh, so just because sin should we continue to sin so that grace can abound all the more? Surely not. Who said that?
No, he's not religious, Todd.
I know. He's full of shit.
One person who eats meat sacrificed to idols and believes that it is sin, for that person it is a sin. For those that eat meat sacrificed to idols and do not believe that is sin, for those it is not a sin.
Todd just got schooled. You need to start using the scriptures you quote and apply them to yourself, because many of us who are meat fed, you milk fed dummy, are going to just slam you. Every time you talk about the scripture, your ignorance shines brightly.
You do this back and forth.
Yes, do not call common that which
concede the point. I am not. Are you going to get me to concede the point? You are not.
Do not call common that which I call acceptable.
No, I am not. Unlike Direct D, who does often concede your points.
I think Val said this guy is never going to have a genuine conversation. Everything he says is fucking shit. Nothing that comes out of his mouth is trying to get anywhere. He'll never make an actual point, and he'll never concede to any actual point. Therefore, having conversations with him is completely fucking pointless and nothing but annoying. That's what Val said about it.
Todd thinks his Uno reverse card means something. Todd, you're a pussy. That's why you have to show that reverse card all the time, because you're a pussy. Shuggy, I just want to let you know I'll be flying through Amsterdam in the next probably 2 weeks. I'll be there. Do a long layover and go into the city if you want to meet up.
Got him.
Good citizen. Woo! Right, because Bao is someone that we should take serious on the internet
he was right about
and hang
man.
on every word. You know what?
He's right about you.
I know, and you should, and I should have
You do
never.
know? You know?
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
no, I know,
damn,
and
there
I
we
should have
go. Right there
never
it was,
argued
confession.
with you, because if Bao forms an opinion, it's obviously correct.
No,
Bao
you
would never,
proved it.
Bao would
I
never
even
say
said
anything
during the fucking chat that I wasn't sure about it.
Bao would never
now
say
I am,
anything
because you came here.
disingenuous. Bao, you know what? Bao would never say anything disingenuous. And
You know
bad
what? I'm
on
going to do
me
this right now
for not
publicly.
listening
I'm
to Bao.
sorry, Bao, for doubting you.
Hey, Sheep Show, can you read this one? So you know Chris stole the last one.
What?
There should be a super chat up. You might be a little.
Todd, those groceries came in pretty quick. You on a low budget again this week? So your woman has to work 12 to 14-hour days and do the shopping, the cleaning, and the fucking cooking while you sit in the basement playing Magic the Gathering while Shadow shits on the floor. It's amazing, Todd. Your life sucks.
Delayed.
Does D still have 2 cell phones in his starfish? Yeah, is that the one? Is that the one that you want me to read that elevates the conversation here?
Thank you, Tube Sock, for supporting the show. He just had a question, dude. I mean, I thought you like to ask questions. Yeah.
Who's a question posed to? Is it posed to me? I don't know what
any of us. Well, I mean, you seem to be like.
Todd should have Sheep Show on more often. He's actually getting fucking donos today. Let's see what Toddy has. 4 out of 10. Doesn't show the individual donos. I need to get on a live chat and back
glazing
to
his jelly donut.
stimulating.
I know.
Todd with a jelly donut glazing comment. Wow, Todd, you're cutting edge.
I would suppose that he's not in prison anymore, so he would have no need to stick anything in his record.
Oh, he's going back. So should he put more stuff in there? Maybe now he can upgrade from a Walkman to like a iPod or something.
4PS, you're going to jail before DirectD does. Official misconduct says, agreed, good citizen. I'm so disgusted by these idiots and worrying about a child that they don't even know. Pay your back child support. We know you. You're a fucking deadbeat who doesn't pay your bills. You like to fuck. You like to create mouths that feed, and then you don't like to support them. That's pretty shitty. You call yourself a mother? Well, good thing you're with Limp Dick Rider now, who can't get it up or fucking make semen, so you don't have to worry about more mouths to feed.
I mean, what if he just does it for funsies? What if he just does it?
The charging blocks, the prongs on the charging blocks, they fold down nowadays.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that genius demonstration on your channel.
Oh, you're a fan of my channel? Hey, do you remember when you kept saying that we knew each other and shit?
Who?
And Todd thought that I knew who you were?
No.
Tiffany's sitting right here, okay? She was like, I said, who's this fucking shit show guy? And she goes, yeah, he's been on your panel. And I said, I don't remember this motherfucker.
You need to stop taking drugs, Chris. That's what you need to stop doing. You have blackout periods while you talk incessantly without saying shit.
How much I knew about you, and I still know that much about. Now I can say, Tiffany said that you were on one of my panels trying to suck up fucking clout one day.
That's incorrect. I've never been on one of your panels ever.
A panel that I was on.
Tiffany's mistaken. That's incorrect.
And that you were in. Well, okay, so that's how much we remember about you. You're fucking. We don't remember shit. We don't know who you are. I never saw a single one of your.
Will do, Shug. Will do. We'll smoke a joint together.
Fucking videos. Now I seen one over on Bow's the other day, and dude, you fucking suck, and you steal people's content, and nothing you do is fucking any good about it. Even your fucking production value is fucking.
Maybe in the past, Muckster, but nobody panels with 4PS now because that motherfucker never shuts up. He's got diarrhea of the mouth.
Trash, bro. So hit the drawing boards, man, and stop annoying people in the fucking community.
You're gonna run out of shit. I mean,
stop annoying people in the community, man. If Chris Ryder could only take his own advice.
You Christian's little dinky. You got and fucking find yourself on the wrong side of the railroad tracks and just fucking keep playing games, bro.
4PS, are you sure that you want to waste some of that shit in your hand on me? I mean, don't you want to save it for direct?
I got plenty. Okay. You think that I can't? Hey, shove me in the chest and see if your teeth don't end up missing. You think Dookie's a badass? Oh, shove me in the chest, bitch.
Okay, here we go.
So
wait, what do you? If he shoved you in the chest, what are you gonna do? Run away like you ran away from fucking little garden gnome Toddy doing his Veritas interview? Ma'am, will you witness this midget harassing me? You were so flustered and out of sorts. Tiffany had to walk around the back of the car and open the door for you.
Me in the fucking chest and see if it's just your front teeth.
No, I'm afraid of you. I'm afraid of you. I'm afraid of Tiffany. I would never shove either one of you in the chest. I'm afraid.
Nah, but you're just fine saying that it's all good to fucking stalk our.
I stand corrected, Sugie.
Kid, right?
Is that what I said?
Yeah, you fucking backed it, man.
I don't remember. I don't remember saying that.
You said we deserved it, motherfucker.
Did I say that?
So
I'm just gonna shove my chest. You know what I'm
saying? Mr. Mimsy, would you care to read what you just? I got it highlighted. I don't know if you can still see it on your. I don't know what it looks like on. Okay, yeah, you can still see it in the top right corner. Mr. Mimsy, could you read that? So, and listen, I'm glad you guys are having a vigorous conversation. I'm not trying to interfere with it.
You're not?
No, I don't want to interfere with it because unless I'm dragged into it and asked and at
that you were, but go ahead.
No, but Mr. Mimsy, could you? I mean, he's a very soft-spoken dude, and he's not going to try to force his way in. But go ahead, Mr. Mimsy, if you'd like to read that. I mean,
Mimsy's a drooling retard that can barely get out of a chair after he was struck in the head with a hammer, because he more than likely made some shitty comment to somebody's wife.
This is what I'm about. I'm about learning. But go ahead.
Yeah. So Benjamin Franklin said, "Tell me and I forget. Teach me and I remember, involve me and I learn."
I think it's well spotted, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is are you just going to tell people a bunch of stuff and people are just going to forget it?
Legit, Mr. Carey says, crazy how far technology has come, though, Richard. He's talking about the tech in the medical field. Being 4 months past a triple bypass and a valve replacement, I got to attest to that, man. It's amazing what they can do today. I could probably run a marathon. Well, let's say I could complete a marathon faster than Toddy or 4PS could run a half marathon. Little Toddy's short legs wouldn't be able to carry him the whole way, and 4PS is just a fat piece of shit.
It's just flash in the pan, kind of like Direct D, right? Teach me and I'll remember. So what does that mean? Teach me a lesson. Direct D gives a false premise, and I think Chris Ryder has tried to explain that to you on several occasions. He says that if I come up to him in Kentucky, that he will knock my teeth to the back of my throat. Now, you added the...
Shuggy, that was the fake Lord Mimsy. Todd, Direct D said he would knock your teeth into the back of your throat because you keep telling him you're going to post up in front of him. If he goes to Meade County, you're trying to intimidate him because you think JJ's your girl and you're jealous that JJ pays attention to Direct D and doesn't give a shit about you. Don't sit with us, Todd.
Entailment that if I come up to him and shove him, which is a crime, that's called assault or battery. I don't know. I'd have to look up the statute.
Michael, how do you get accidentally hit in the head with a fucking hammer? I mean, come on, dude.
Here in the KRS and here in Kentucky, I'm not a criminal, so I don't plan on doing any crimes. But you see, you added an entailment, which created a straw man. Now, if you add the entailment, yes, you are entailing.
Muxter says that Ryder called him fat one day, and Muxter asked Ryder if he's looked in the mirror lately. It's pretty rich, Ryder calling anyone fat, the little fucking wobbler.
That's a crime being committed, and he would have every right to defend himself. My statement is that when a man tells me I'm not allowed to freely go in places in America, publicly that I have every right to, not, sans a
Well, I'm an American, Shuggy, so that's none of my business. But you feel free to make that fucking report. I'd love to see it happen.
trespass from private property, or having committed a crime being trespassed from public property, adjudicated properly, that when another man tells another man who wore a fucking uniform and served his country where he can and can't assemble, where he can or cannot gather, and that man says, if I find out where you are, my goal and my plan is to post up in front of you and say, what up, D? Now, the entailment is that you guys are trying to add some kind of an assault into there, which is not something.
No, you talked other shit besides that, Todd. You said you were going to have your gun and all kinds of other nonsense. And if he's threatening you and you're in fear, why would you post up in front of him? That blows your whole "I was scared" defense. I was in fear for my life, so I went to where he was and I stood in front of him, and he cold cocked me, knocked me on my ass with one punch.
Something that I said I would do, unless he made a move to be violent towards me, in which case I would vigorously and with.
Toddy was a fobbit in the military, and he has extensive experience in the mailroom.
The glee and a smile on my face.
Not the men room, the postal mail room. Todd got Purple Hearts for paper cuts.
With every ounce of my ability to render that situation inert, whatever that means to you, appropriate force. So you're straw manning, you're setting up a straw man, then you burn it in effigy, and you're like a pigeon playing chess. You knock all the pieces over, you shit all over the board, fly off and go, I won. Now, in that scenario, you would be correct. He would have every right.
Later, Muckster. Good to have you in here. And we didn't have crosswords with each other, you grumpy old bastard. See ya.
To defend himself. However, that's not the scenario that was presented. I digress.
What he was actually doing was he was referencing Tiffany. He was saying that Tiffany deserved the behavior and the actions of Christopher Ruff. And then he said, what do you expect? If I were to go push the man in the chest, I would expect to be missing teeth. So he was inferring that Tiffany poked Chris Ruff in the chest and that she deserves to have her fucking teeth knocked out.
Well, if Tiffany put hands on Ruff, given her shitty attitude and hostilities, yeah. You see, the prerequisite is she touched him first. But she won't do that because you're a fucking runner and you can't defend her.
That's what he meant. Does your wife know that you talk like that, Sheep Show?
Hey, 4 p.m.
Don't drag his wife in.
Here we go.
I think I made this very clear yesterday.
Oops, Angel 420 with another stinging comment to official misconduct, except for that year you faked brain cancer to steal money from her, and the fact you're going many thousands of dollars behind in child support. Shouldn't you be off your phone so you can drive? Uh-oh. Isn't Ryder supposed to be at court soon? Today, I thought, actually.
Hey, my wife doesn't want anything to do with the internet.
Oh, she don't want nothing to do with your activity on the internet.
She doesn't want anything to do with my activities on the internet.
I can see.
My apologies, Richard. Richard says, Coded, please never conflate GS's job with anything to do with being a letter carrier, carrying 30-pound bag 10 miles a day for 30 years. Todd sorted letters into the boxes. Someone else carried the shit. Todd can't carry shit. He had a bad back before he went into the military, and then he faked an injury to get disability.
You are, bro.
I don't think that you ought to drag my
I would be embarrassed if I was her too.
That's for you, Shuggy. That's for you.
Now that Todd was bloviating and he got on his little fucking self-righteous soapbox and tried to take the moral superiority route.
You already went to court, Michael? Thank you for the update. They're on their way home.
He has the moral route in this.
And now that you're trying to imply that I said something that I didn't imply.
That is what you said.
Memory, something that Todd used yesterday. Todd, using an analogy yesterday, said that, and You're gonna have to forgive me, Todd, because
Sure.
I know that you're gonna
Sure.
correct
Go
me
ahead.
and say that I'm misquoting you. So I hope that you can read between the lines.
I'll try to give you grace. Go ahead.
Some sort of an analogy yesterday that if you came into my house and you
Mhm.
raped my wife.
No, I never said those words.
Yes,
Nice
you
try, though.
did. Yes, you did. And maybe you didn't say you. Maybe you said if someone came into my house and raped my wife. But you used an analogy about someone.
Thou shalt not bear false witness.
And rape my
Repent.
My wife.
Todd, I thought you were a Christian. Why do you keep quoting the law? You bear false witness all the time, Todd. You talk shit about me, my wife, all kinds of fucking nonsense. Apply those critiques to yourself, Todd. Todd, the whole purpose of the law was to not for you to condemn other people with. It was for you to put your own behavior in perspective and condemn yourself so that you would have proof that you can't keep the law and you need a savior to save you, which you pay lip service with your mouth, but your heart is far from him.
Wife. And as a response to that, I said, if you came into my house and tried to rape my wife,
Can you do me a favor? Can you do terms of service? Hey, can you do me a favor? Can you do me a favor? Can you try to use?
He said that
we'll
if
never
someone
Uh-oh, free speech Todd is word policing.
was to break
never
into your
know.
house, he was not talking about himself at all. So the fact that you're trying to turn it into him trying to
is that what I just tried to do? Is that what I just
you're trying to make it sound like he was
didn't I preface
playing
it with
in his
saying
mind
that
as
I might
himself.
get the direct quote wrong and that maybe he didn't say
Yeah,
that
because
if
you
he
knew you were
broke
going to
into my
lie,
house,
dude.
or if someone else came into my house.
You can't get a lie past Ryder. He's the king of lies. Ryder knows a lie when he hears one because he lies all the time. Ryder's an expert in lies.
See, you're not worth.
Hold on,
what?
I might get
Every
this
word
quote
out
wrong.
of your fucking mouth makes me support direct.
I'm with you. I'm with you. Hold on. I'm going to say
this absolutely is Doofus Crest in action, Michael Wyatt.
something. That's
out
my
of your
turn.
fucking loser mouth makes me support Direct D even more.
Good. Support him. I love that you support him because everyone doing that is showing their own self up.
Good.
Now listen, I want to make a.
We
I
know
want to
what
make a
you
quote,
just
man.
did. I was trying to make an analogy of something that Todd said yesterday,
and yet, Mr. Carey, legit, Mr. Carey says, "Wow, GS didn't give me grace and bore false witness about me supposed to like what I'm doing to my kids, and I might be doing shady stuff, and absolutely 100% nothing shady, and my kids are raised correctly." But Todd can do that shit. But if Killamilla asks Todd a question like, what did Todd do that made his son come out gay? Todd immediately jumps to Killa accused him of diddling his kid. Me think thou protesteth too much, Toddy. Too much. It wasn't a sexual question, Todd, but you frame everything sexually. Maybe you just spouted off at the mouth around your son when he was younger too many times about sucking it from the back.
Obviously, you're not going to allow me to get that out. So, I mean, it's just, and I would love to be able to say that you're showing your true colors, but it's all for naught because there are several people in your chat that are fucking right.
I was there.
You were
I was
there,
on the panel.
and your head is so far up Todd's ass.
Hold on. I have personal experience with this. Just because Ryder participated in the conversation doesn't mean his recollection of what was said in the conversation is correct. And I have firsthand fucking experience with that. Ryder's just a shit-talking buffoon, and when the sound stops, he can't remember what the fuck he said. Which is why his recollections of conversations are so grossly inaccurate.
That you couldn't hear what Todd said because your head is so far up Todd's ass that you couldn't hear it. So, and even if you did hear it, even if you did hear it, you're gonna fucking.
You heard Ryder admit it. He's sucking Todd's ass.
Lie about it because I'm gonna go as far as to say you're a fucking liar.
All right,
you're a lying piece of shit.
I've got a quote from you,
and nothing
that
you say will I take seriously.
Hold
I will give you zero credibility, and nothing that you say will I take as truth because I know that you're a fucking liar.
All right, well, this is
everybody knows that Ryder's a liar. No big info divulged there. Angel 420 in Todd's side chat says, "You got up on panel, Tiffany, and talked about your kid. Get it right. I never said a word until you and the man you chose over your child brought her up." Neither of those two fucktards can remember the shit they say. Tiff wants to use her child for clicks and views and sob stories and to bring up charges of child stalking against Todd. But, you can't talk about her child.
To everybody.
And saying that Tiff is a deadbeat motherfucker who doesn't pay her back child support is not talking about Tiffany's child. It's directly talking about Tiffany.
Listening. Ready? Not.
Up more.
We've been
commercial action. Todd's desperate for money.
Is a disingenuous fucking rat because Justin Garza has been in my chat many a time. So Justin Garza is a disingenuous, lying rat.
Actually, he just fucking, that was pretty good, Justin. You just got him. He's so easy to troll. Hey, man, I got a quote from you from the other day. Sheet Show. I got a quote from you.
What's your quote, Schoolgirl?
All right, I got a quote.
Justin Garza is no rocket scientist. His comment says, "No, K-N-O-W. No wonder he loved Dookie." That would just be N-O, buddy. Wow. Todd, you have this ability to attract ignorance to your side chat. It's amazing how stupid your listeners are. But anyone with half a brain would avoid you.
Quote from you. Now,
what's a good schoolgirl name for you?
I might get
Todd, what's a good school? See, Todd, I'm doing to FPS what he's been doing to me continually on this entire panel. What is a good schoolgirl name for FPS, Todd?
I might get this quote a little bit wrong, so I know you're going to hold my feet to the fire on word for word what you said.
Todd, are you intelligent enough to see that I'm doing to 4PS what he's been doing to me in this entire fucking panel?
Todd won't answer because, Todd's all about the truth, but he can't acknowledge the truth when it's presented to him.
Can you like restore my faith in your intelligence and at least
admit that
you know that I'm doing
panel,
the 4PS what he's doing?
Can you not handle the 4PS on this entire panel? I thought I was stupid, dude. You can't handle a stupid dude on a panel.
You are stupid, and all you do is run diarrhea at the mouth. 4PS. You're proving his statement that you're stupid because nothing you've said in 32 minutes is germane to the fucking conversation.
I think
Todd, that wasn't a question for you.
He can't handle me, man.
Well, hold on. First off, that would be a logic fallacy, Sheep Show, because it's an appeal to authority, and being that it's my
fallacy or a logical.
Just because it's a logical fallacy, and Todd, you're misusing the logical fallacy here. He's asking you to acknowledge that what he's doing is the same thing for public safety is doing. That's not an appeal to authority. You're not even an authority, Todd. You're a little fucking garden gnome. But you can't tell the fucking truth, Todd. That's your problem. And Sheep Show just fucking pointed it out very expertly. And here goes your denial.
Fallacy.
It's a logic fallacy called appeal to authority.
Stone Vet in the house. Watching a little doofus crest go down. Stone Vet says, "What's up, gang? Doing errands and driving, but watching. Keep your eyes on the road. Don't put Stella in jeopardy, Stone Vet."
Being that it's my show, you're trying to appeal to authority. I appreciate it, though, but I think...
No, I thought I was asking for your opinion.
But hold on. Hold on.
To characterize it as an appeal to authority. I just thought I was asking.
Chris, can you read this super chat?
He clarified. He's just asking for your fucking opinion, Todd. But you're about the truth, but you know what Sheep Show said was true. So you have to go through this gish gallop conflation to deflect, and like you always do, avoid actually answering what was asked.
real quick, and then we can go back to. You can ask me the question again, Chief. But go ahead.
I figured out how to zoom it.
Yeah, can you?
Right, here we go.
Hey, Justin Garza.
Misty Eyed Girl Stone Vet has a key. He can come and go as he pleases. Just all I ask is easy on the refrigerator, you fucking stoner.
Wait, hang on. I'm triggered by Justin Garza. Okay,
sure.
Justin Garza's triggered me.
You are.
Justin Garza's triggered me, so I'm triggered by Justin Garza.
Okay.
Justin Garza, do you think that I didn't know what I was getting into when I came on Todd's panel? Do you think that I didn't know that you were going to ride Todd's nuts and enjoy it and come back for seconds? I knew what I was getting into when I came up on this panel. I knew exactly the kind of things that I would be reading in chat. I knew that I would be attacked. So it's my subscribers already know me. They know that I support Furry Potato. They know that why I support Furry Potato. Because
I'll put it back up.
These things from anybody.
Oh, I forgot about your ice cream thing, Stone Vet. There is Tillamook orange creamsicle. Great fucking shit. There's a gallon of coffee. I just bought some Edie's mint chocolate chip yesterday. And there's definitely a gallon of peppermint ice cream. Eat the peppermint ice cream first, dude. That's been around since December. It hasn't been opened yet, but.
If anything, I talk way too much. I explain myself way too much.
So
nothing that you're saying is a surprise to anybody that watches my channel. You're just being a disingenuous sewer rat, Justin Garza. You're being a fake and a fucking fraud because you have been in my chat several times, Justin Garza.
Okay.
Yeah. And he's probably said similar to things to this super chat that Justin Garza put up. And it says, Sheep Show should go live and let his subscribers know that he.
Oh, I got it, Misty Eyed Girl. I'm just running with the ribbing.
He supports Dookie. Is that what you knew he was going to say?
I support DirectD, and after having this conversation with 4PS and Todd,
save it for later. Put it in your pocket. You can shove it in your butthole and be just like him.
More anal stuff. Wow, Chris. You just rattle off fucking nonsensical shit so the man can't be heard when he's talking. Come on, Todd. Get your shit together. God doesn't like chaos, Todd. I can tell you that. He likes order. It's a gift from the Holy Spirit. I believe the Greek term is kubernetes, the gift of administration. What gift is it that you have, Todd? I don't think you have one.
Let's clip it because unlike what 4PS just said, 4PS admitted that he's got plenty of monkey shit and he can throw plenty at me too. So let's clip it. I support DirectD over 4PS and Todd. Okay. Yeah, now I don't want to go as far as to say that if I had to choose between Todd, 4PS, or DirectD to be stranded.
Benny Blanco, been a minute. How you doing, man? It has been a minute. Good to see you, bro.
Which one of our dicks would you rather suck?
I don't
Mine, Todd's,
I like the
or
dick sucking
DirectD?
analogy. I like the deserted island analogy better because it doesn't involve dick sucking. But I can't say that I would rather be stranded on a desert island with DirectD more than I think if I had to choose between the three of you who I would like to be stranded on a desert island with, I would choose Todd. But
if you're on the desert island with Todd, would you suck his dick?
After this conversation with you and Todd.
Todd's laughing about that. You think all this sexual immorality and fucking bullshit referencing, you think it's funny, Todd? Laugh away. Show your dick hole dimples while Ozempic eats you from the inside out. 4PS, all I can think about is whose dick's getting sucked. Why are you going to finish up the other two 4PS? Are you waiting for him to pick his girl so you can suck Mimsy?
I think that I support DirectD's argument and DirectD's characterization and representation of all this fucktard shit more than I support yours.
All right. So we got Mimsy's up next, but I got to do first. Let's let Chris read Justin Garza and then JP. Also, I just got to do a little bit of housekeeping. Go ahead, Chris.
We already read that one.
Oh, Sheep Show should go live and let his subscribers know. Okay, you did read it,
and he triggered like a motherfucker, and he's been going on ever since the trigger.
And JP,
4PS, you've been triggered. You've been triggered from the moment you came up. You can't stop babbling. Shut up, Ryder, you fucking loser. Shut up long enough that you can think of something that's germane to the conversation.
JP wanted to say, I will never watch that sheep crap POS. Well, you're kind of, I appreciate the sport, but you're kind of low key watching them right now. Mimsy, go ahead. It's your show.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I just wanted to ask Sheep Show because I think he said something that important a moment ago.
Kelly, that's the Todd Chris format. Kelly Justice 404 says Todd and Chris do this a lot. Claim they want to have a discussion, then scream over everyone with nonsense. That's Doofus Crest. Doofus Crest in action. Welcome to the Doofusverse.
Which I wholeheartedly agree with when he said, you know, his wife isn't on.
J.L. Warren did make a total fool of Todd. Now, admittedly, I had an encounter with J.L. Warren, and J.L. Warren actually sussed it out, but he continued to stay and converse. I was just clowning on him the whole time. There were a couple points where Todd was close to defeating J.L. Warren's argument, but he just, Todd was outclassed by J.L. Warren.
YouTube, she doesn't.
My issue with J.L. Warren is he thinks life is all about logic, and he thinks logic is the pinnacle of thinking, which it's not. And I'll give you a quick example. When is hope the most useful? When things are hopeless. Hope has its greatest value when things are hopeless. That's highly irrational. In fact, faith, hope, and charity are the three Christian virtues that supersede logic.
Want anything to do with YouTube. She doesn't want anything to do with what he does on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
So let's not bring her up. And I think that's a very fair statement. You know how anti I am about all this nonsense. You know about doxing people and involving people's families. And so I just wanted to ask Sheep Show. I mean, DirectD does this quite frequently with people's families.
Todd does it too, Mimsy, but you never have anything to say about it when Todd does it. In fact, you have talked shit about my wife, and you and Todd have talked shit about my family. I don't know why, but, maybe you're jealous.
Yeah.
I've seen it most recently. He did it with GS's family.
But he complained. Yeah. Good. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
I mean, you're not the only person. I've seen DirectD do it to. So what are your thoughts on that, Sheep Show, if you don't mind me asking?
We've all seen Todd do it, Mimsy. Why do you leave Todd out while you're naming people? Oh, that's right. You'll get kicked from his fucking platform permanently for one disagreement.
Well, because I'm with you, like I say, I'm with you. Don't bring him into it.
Well, I have 2 points, and I'm going to actually bring up my wife, and I want to address that first. My wife has a prayer board, and she prays for all of you cock-sucking pukes, all of you, and she wishes you nothing but the best. She doesn't take my side over yours. She prays for everybody, and she wishes good for everyone. That is my wife.
Very
my wife would never comment or never, ever, ever swim in the.
This is a 56-year-old man who his response to this is based. That's why you were hanging around with Killamilla and the 30-year-old kids, Todd, because you're immature for your fucking age. You can't even talk like a fucking mature man. Based. When I was a teenager, I used to run around saying bogus. And of course, I don't do that anymore. Because that was Spicoli talk. Todd is a 56-year-old Spicoli talker.
In the sewer with us sewer gutter rats ever. So I want you to know that when you attack my wife, you're attacking somebody innocent. And if you want to do that in response to something that you think that I did, well, then you go right ahead. You have the First Amendment. You can attack anybody that you want.
Surrender monkey says, oh my God, I'm so drunk and well up for this dumb shit. I'm not even wearing wellies. What the fuck is a welly, Surrender Monkey?
But I just wanted to put that out there about her. She is one of the nicest, one of the most non-aggressive, one of the most kind, one of the most courteous, one of the most loving, caring people that anybody in this world could ever have the pleasure to meet.
Well,
He's not lying.
If you want to,
He's not lying.
Hold
on, let me back that up. I want to back that up. I want to go on ahead. I want to go on a real man-to-man level real quick.
We don't need to go there. We don't need to
go there. No, you're right, man.
Let me finish answering Mimsy's question.
I was going to say, yeah.
Everything Sheep Show's wife does is the exact opposite of fucking deadbeat Tiffany, who doesn't have enough love in her to support her own fucking daughter.
So we can
Sorry, my bad.
Mimsy, I have said, I don't know how many times, the Direct D is a piece of shit. I think that we need to be able to compartmentalize and to separate the things that I support Direct D on, the things that I'm trying to explain to the best of my ability, my understanding about why Direct D does certain things.
Except you guys need to help out Misty-Eyed Girl, who first said wellies are rainbows. I didn't think Surrender Monkey would be putting rainbows on his feet, so rain boots made more sense.
And what I support Direct D doing and what I don't.
See that coded deduction, that logical coded mind at work?
Support Direct D doing. I do not, and the best of things that I support Direct D on, the things that I'm trying to explain to the best of my ability, my understanding about why Direct D does certain things, and what I support Direct D doing and what I don't support Direct D doing. I do not support anybody doxing anybody on the internet. I think it is below the belt. I think that it is.
Todd's a doxer. Todd loves to dox. Todd is an aggressive retaliation doxer, but in his paranoid, Todd's paranoid mind will justify doxing if Todd thinks he's been wronged.
I just say this: it's state specific. So whether or not it's criminal or not depends on the state that it occurs in and exactly.
The old Laura Rager excuse, my spell check. Speaking of Laura Rager, where is Laura Rager?
In great legal detail what was done and what was said. I don't know, and I brought up this point several times in Bao's chat. Is it actionable? Is it actionable civilly or criminally? If Direct D were to dox, let's say, 4PS and Tiffany, and it's actionable, criminal or civilly, and 4PS wants to hold Direct D accountable criminally or civilly, I don't have any fucking problem with that. None whatsoever. And I do not.
Tiffany says, Algie, last thing I'm saying, because I'm about to leave. Go look at the court records. I let Billy out of being behind on support, not one bit twice. How could you let Billy out of being behind on child support when Billy's the one you have to pay child support to? That's kind of weird there. Tiffa deadbeat, the one who won't pay for her daughter's expenses. Oh, nice filtered image there, Tiff. Doesn't your queer friend, roommate, Chris, doesn't he make fun of women for using filtered images? Because your head's not that thin, Tiff. You have a big, giant bowling ball head.
Support Direct D doxing people on the internet. Now, what I tried to say earlier was
Amen to that,
I did not make it specific enough. If you are doxing Direct D and then crying like a little pussy because he's doxing you back, then you're all just fucking monkeys, sewer rats swimming in the sewer, fucking taking this whole conversation to a level that it should have never stooped to. It is beneath everyone.
Right.
Sheep Show just fucking bullseye, but Todd's behavior won't change.
And we've told you 1,000 times, man.
And Ryder will agree, but the Ryder and Todd show will continue to do what they do.
He's the one that came at us.
And I don't believe you because you're a fucking liar. You've lied on me.
That's your
You have
problem.
lied on me.
Your microphone.
Chris Ryder has pretty much lied on everyone he's ever talked about. He used to lie about Todd. And now Todd's like, okay, I'll rub your dick.
Dude, your microphone works. You don't have to lean into it like you're sucking on Bubba's dick, right? Jesus.
So he leans forward to type or something, and all Todd can think of is sucking dick. Todd, you have cocksucking on your mind. From the back!
This is me. This is what I do.
You
watch
do
my
what?
videos.
What do you do?
This
Fucking get all hyped up and scream at the microphone?
Yes, I scream in people's faces.
No, it's okay. I'm just letting you know. I'm letting you know. The more you lean into Bubba's dick, it doesn't make it hear you any better. You're fine when you're leaning back.
Todd, always with the gay shit. Why are you gay? Why do you want him to lean back so he can get you from the back, Todd?
So
it sounds like you're going to be Bubba, Todd. He wanted to be stuck on a desert island with you.
I'm trying my best to take you seriously, but whenever you go off on these childish fucking personal insult tangents, you
Shiz proved that, right, Surrender Monkey? Todd's following in the Shiz footsteps. Shiz never solved the fucking Kaiser case. Ryder will never solve the invented Scooby-Doo mystery about Lion One. Todd, and all you have to do to perpetuate your Lion One conspiracy is ignore the fact that the medical examiner pronounced the death self-inflicted. And Todd, a medical examiner's report is not only evidence, if you go Google it, it's critical evidence in a murder investigation. Todd's Scooby-Doo mystery should be, where did his brain go?
You just make it harder for me to take you serious.
Don't insult him. I love him.
Saying
I want to prove things in his
when it comes to intelligence, you seem to have
Ryder and Todd, all they have is cock-sucking and butt stuff as rebuttal to real facts. It's amazing.
A high level of intelligence.
I got a low level.
When you say things like that, it makes me think that you're just not wise. You're fucking stupid.
Because you can't figure out what it means to be the first to attack or be attacked, and you think everybody.
Ryder, let me clue you into something that we all learned when we were playing fucking Pop Warner football as fucking 7-year-olds. The dude who retaliates gets flagged. That's the way life fucking works. And that's to teach you that you're wrong when you retaliate. But, you want to use he did it first, so I'm doing it to him as a justification. It's not a justification. I mean, if you want to retaliate, but people are going to say you're a shitbag for doing the shit you do. You can't point at him and say he's a shitbag for doxing and then turn around and dox the guy and expect not to be called a shitbag. God damn, Ryder, you are fucking dumb. You should just argue with Tiffany all day long until she pays her back child support. That would be one of the greater goods you could do for society, Ryder, and stop dealing drugs.
Else is stupid.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying
is what you're saying. That's what we're telling you, man.
I don't believe you
Everyone
when
in
you
this
say
room is telling
that you're the
you,
first
you
one to be attacked. That's what I'm saying.
You are not.
You fucking moron. That's not what I'm saying, you fucking moron. I'm saying that I have heard you play the victim.
Angel 420 says to Tiffany, how much does your daughter's medication cost a month nowadays? Do you know, or are you still faking cancer? Remember when you did that, Tiff?
We don't care what you've heard. Go look.
Remember when you told everyone you had brain cancer, Tiffany? Tried to get fucking money for it?
Look at the original fact, man.
I have heard you make false representations and twist and spin and use my own words against me. And I have no
use your words against you, like you just did to Todd a minute ago.
You're not doing the same thing against Direct D. You are a fucking moron. You are a fucking.
Okay. He is a moron. Snack Pack Lover says, this is so effing boring. If I want to watch Ryder spew sludge, I'd go to Bow. Looks like GS is scraping the bottom of the bucket. Sad.
Cretin.
Do you deny that dates
fucking troglodyte?
Do you deny that dates,
I cannot
the
take
things that happen on certain days are proof?
Seriously, because you're a fucking moron. Now, Todd, I haven't put in that category yet, but
because he's not
whenever
a moron,
Todd
I am.
pops off
and
starts taking this conversation to some juvenile,
this ain't a conversation. This is you blowing hard, and we are fucking
whose dick I suck and whose cum I swallow. Todd uses credibility with me too. So there's that.
Are you done yet, baby girl?
I'm done yet.
Would you prefer we not talk about the cum you swallow?
I'd prefer you make up your mind. If you want a serious conversation, let's have.
Or do you want to swallow cum? I think I would rather have a non-serious conversation with this idiot.
Back and forth.
I can't have serious conversations with people that talk in circles.
I want to have a serious conversation, and then on the other hand, say, "Whose cum do you swallow?"
Okay, so the other day on Val's panel,
just make up your mind. Do you want to go there? If you want to go there, let's go there. You're both Todd and 4PS. You're both a couple of cum guzzling gutter sluts. Okay, let's go there. Let's just do that.
You remember the other day on Val's panel? What? You remember the other day on Val's panel? Do you remember?
Bitch, say what?
I'm going to quote you.
Bitch, say what? I mean, is that
you're probably going to say,
bitch, say what?
You're probably
is that where we want to go with this conversation? Do we want to go there? Just make up your fucking mind. Where do you want to go with this conversation? Do you want it to be a serious conversation, or do you want it to just be a conversation that's just should be beneath any person that has any level of intelligence whatsoever?
I don't have any, though. I don't have intelligence. Or am I allowed to be a part of your conversation, your intelligent conversation?
Based.
No, I'm serious. Am I allowed? Can I talk with you, Sheep Show? I remember the other day on Bow's chat. Now, I'm probably going to quote you wrong because just like you quoted Todd wrong, it's hard to remember word for word. So, you're probably going to jump at me and say, oh, that's not what I said. But let me go ahead and quote you to the best of my recollection. All right? Can you do that with me, Sheep Show? You're welcome to correct me. I'm
going to try, but my mind is already on the next point that I want to make, but I'm going to try and
center
myself.
I bet your mind gets lost after this quote. So I'm going to say something, and I'll bet your mind goes fucking ape shit.
I'm trying.
All right, because I'm stupid, and I can't plan my next move ahead. So remember that after you start spinning.
Okay, you are.
So there was this quote that I recall, just like you recalled Todd's quote, where you made it where it was him on accident that was threatening to rape your wife and shit. That how you misappropriated that quote.
Can we hold on? Can we? Hey guys, point of privilege. Can we try to not do every TOS violation in the book? Can we say grape or unalive or?
Okay, great. Yeah,
that's all I would ask.
You did get it wrong. You did get it wrong, Sheep Show. It wasn't Todd putting himself in that position. So just give me a little grace here. I may actually mess this quote up. I'm going to try not to. But I remember
wait. Isn't that exactly what I said? That I might mess this quote up, and you might not
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly that. Okay.
Right. Exactly. Sorry. So now I'm reminding you that you made this same mistake. And so if I make this mistake, why don't you give me a little leniency, okay? So in Val's chat the other day, I recall you saying, and I'm going to try to do this word for word. Chris Ryder, I loved it when you fucked my wife. Does that sound about right?
I have no memory of what you're talking about.
I do enjoy fucking your wife. She is one of the sweetest people on the planet, as a matter of fact. He's not lying, folks, when he says that she's sweet. She is super sweet. And she's a good fuck.
No, I don't. See, I don't remember that.
I'm going to go visit her tomorrow, man.
Who? Who are you talking about?
Your wife.
My wife?
Your wife.
Oh, okay.
I'm fucking your wife, dude.
Are you?
Yeah. She's great.
I'm not. Okay. I'm really not. I'm not okay with this. I'm not okay with this. I understand what you're saying.
Literally just had a conversation about this. Why are we going there?
Yeah, I'm not okay with this.
Because I am the fucking dumb guy in this chat. And this motherfucker's going to come in here and make some fucking bullshit comment about Todd. I'm not carrying water for him. Motherfucker, look at me. Look at the camera. You're a fucking liar. You're a fucking liar. You're a fraud and you're fake and you don't deserve to be on fucking YouTube getting any kind of respect. So fuck you and your bullshit lies.
We can't see your picture. Are you leaning into your mic?
Nope.
Okay.
I just say I understood the point of what you were trying to do, Chris, but let's stop.
I'm just the guy to do it, Todd.
No, okay. All right. But these are your words, not mine. I don't.
That's right.
I don't support these things. I just, for the record, I'm not okay with it. I tend to agree with that statement, honestly.
Can I ask you a question, Todd?
Sure.
And tell me if I'm misinterpreting this, okay?
Mm-hmm.
somebody just made the comment, no slut shaming, and I took that as an innuendo that my wife is a slut, and you just posted it on, you just highlighted it in the chat. Am I misinterpreting that comment?
I'm not really sure what the context was for that, because that comment was long before Chris Ryder said what he just said. The only thing,
just so y'all know, I said that because I don't appreciate a motherfucker making the innuendo or insinuating that Tiffany deserves to get her teeth knocked out by direct fucking tweaker D, the fucking phone boofing heroin addict felon.
Right.
Fuck you,
and see,
dude.
That's why
Fuck
the more
you and
talk,
your wife.
That's why the more you talk, the more firmly
the more I talk, the more you realize that I ain't the guy to fuck with.
I'm in Direct D's corner as far as who is speaking,
I don't give a fuck what corner you're in,
telling
bitch.
the truth and who's twisting the truth and telling
Nobody
lies.
cares about the truth or the fucking twist or none of that shit. You're wrong. You're a piece of shit. You're a fucking liar. You say shit that is not fucking true. Here you fucking are, and now you're fucked too because you had to go stick your fucking non-mustache having fucking Amish beard fucking fat face on the goddamn camera and run your mouth about how much you love sucking Direct D's asshole.
Hey Todd, how can you be this guy's friend?
He's not.
I don't understand.
How many times have we told you we're not fucking friends, dude?
Oh my God! What?
Fucking hates me.
Well, I don't hate you.
It's well.
I don't hate you.
If Todd hates you, it's well deserved.
If I hated you, you wouldn't be on. If I
suck any asshole that gets parked up in front of you, won't you?
That's why
that's missing. So
that's exactly it.
I think I said it twice yesterday. I call balls and strikes as I see them.
See if you can suck a Nokia out of that dude's ass while you're out there.
Back and forth between trying to be taken seriously and then trying
to. Nobody's going to take you seriously. You can't have a genuine conversation. Shut the fuck up and put your fucking lip up against Direct D's.
And I'm just trying to determine. I mean, that's the first question that I asked in this chat in this panel.
You shaved your mustache so that you could have skin-to-skin contact when you're sucking a Nokia out of his butthole.
Oh God, Lord help me!
Can you dial with your tongue, bitch?
Go ahead, Mimsy.
Call my fucking number. See if you're going to come touch my chest.
All right, we need an elevation break, Mimsy. Please say something smart and British sounding, even if you could be a Muppet. But go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, just for the record, I don't particularly like either of them. From what's happened today, I've not encountered Cheap Show before, but it's not beyond me to have a civil conversation.
Right.
And I think perhaps collectively we should try and bring it back to that.
I would appreciate that, gentlemen, if we could
have one with this motherfucker.
Okay.
So I can bow out.
Taurus girl, I really do have a wife. I've been married to her for 38 years. Will be 39 years.
Well, then quit fucking sucking Direct D's asshole, you cheating motherfucker.
Children and 3 beautiful grandchildren. I have a wonderful family. I have a beautiful home.
And congratulations.
Amazing shit, dude. Then why the fuck is your lip in Direct D's tank?
There's that for you.
Cheating motherfucker.
So I do want to respond to something that Candace. She's definitely a big time Direct D supporter, and I'm glad he has somebody that supports him.
Hang on. My wife does not support me. My wife is the complete opposite.
He's talking to Candace, you fucking moron.
I'm talking to Candace, who supports Direct D.
Okay, I apologize.
No, you don't have to
apologize.
Your wife's
name Candace? Oh, that's right.
Hang on, Todd. I don't apologize for you. I apologize for myself.
No, okay, but what I'm saying is, there's no reason. There's no reason. You don't owe anyone an apology.
No, I have a very good reason, and I do owe people an apology, and I don't do it for you. I do it for myself.
Okay, fair enough. I'm
doing good, Biscuits and Groovy. Thanks for asking. Sorry, I stepped away for a minute. I had to bring a cooler of ice water and a bunch of Powerades out for the tree guys.
So the statement was that Direct D does not attack anyone's family unless he's retaliating, which is interesting because
bullshit.
I don't even know what Direct D's family.
I don't know the sheep guy, misty-eyed girl. I guess he showed up on a panel yesterday at Bows, and now there's a continuation of this shit. Ryder seems really butthurt about sheep.
Looks like, and if I did, I certainly wouldn't post a picture of them. Because they're as far as I'm concerned, they're not actors on YouTube. Furthermore, everything that I know about Direct D's family, I heard it from Direct D's fucking retarded mouth.
Everything I know about your family, Todd, I heard from your retarded mouth. And your wife is on YouTube, but you talk shit about my wife, and she's not on fucking YouTube. It's amazing shit, Todd. That's amazing shit. I know your son is gay because you talk about it. He likes to suck it from the back. And I know your daughter's a homicidal maniac that tried to run a dude down with her car, and which was, I believe, a domestic violence issue. This says a lot about the household they grew up in, Todd. And your daughter has a DUI, right, Toddy?
Everything. I would know nothing about DirecTV's family if it wasn't him volunteering it, to include the fact that she didn't leave him. He kicked his family to the curb. That's what he bragged about. He said that his own son doesn't want to have a relation. This is all alleged. Fucking take it for what it's worth.
This is all admitted.
Well, no, I mean, he also admitted that he paid $10,000 for Rabbit to do what he did, and then told, yeah, maybe he did, but then he said he.
No one's paying Rabbit 10 grand, let alone fucking DirectD. I don't know much about DirectD, but most fools don't drop 10K to have a fucking somebody drive by a house. Shit, you can fucking off a man for 10K. It was busting balls, Todd, and you got all fucking. You, Ryder, you all get all excited about this shit. Didn't Ryder dox you and bring you up on child stalking charges?
Lied about it. So take everything I'm saying with a grain of salt. There's a reason why I'm saying what I'm saying. Everything that I know about the fact that he says that his own son doesn't want to have a relationship with him because of the way that DirectD.
Exactly, Kelly. Plus, Ryder would have done it for $10. Or Rabbit would have done it for $10.
Speaks of
Biscuits and Groovy 2 says, for that matter, Coded, and I weren't on the same page for a long while. Funny how time changes relationships. Are we on the same page now, Biscuits and Groovy? We were at odds for a bit, but I guess we both realized that argument wasn't worth maintaining. Kelly, absolutely. The 10K thing is absolutely absurd. That's what should give away the fact that it didn't fucking happen. Yeah, on a few things, but we can get along still. Jimbo says, I still think Todd was never adopted. I think he used it as part of his act. The whole feel sorry for me, or the I'm a man because daddy left me and I lived in a cave with bears. That's right, bears. Todd was talking about his biological father the other day.
His son's mother. His okay, former.
Hold on, Todd. I want to correct you real quick.
Sure.
Absolutely.
You were talking about it, but I'm going to correct you.
Sure.
DirectD has 2 baby mamas.
Okay.
And kids with both. Okay.
Okay.
The son that goes in his chat and says, fuck you, stop talking about me. You don't want to hear shit from him.
Yeah.
That's the son from the first relationship.
Is that the mini-me?
That's the son from the first relationship.
Is that the one that he calls mini-me?
I mean, he tries to pretend they're close when obviously his son fucking hates him.
Right. But again, that's not something I really want to get.
Todd doesn't want to really get into that because Todd's son fucking hates him.
Oh,
no, not about you. My words are my own.
Well, no. Well, what I'm saying is,
direct these kids, and then what?
We are now, yeah, man. Because you know what you carried water for. I told you that DirectD's paying motherfuckers to come stalk my kid, and what did you say?
Hold on. Ryder doesn't have any kids. Ryder is impotent, and his dick doesn't get hard. It's too much drugs, Ryder. Get off the fucking dope, you dumb fuck. You floppy bird weirdo. You pay rent, and you supply Tiffany. That's the only reason you're around, dipshit.
About DirectD's kids, and now 5 minutes you're going to start crying about DirectD talking about your fuck.
But earlier you said that if somebody else does it to you and then you respond, then so be it.
Fuck the horse that you rode in on, and how about this? How about this? Double fuck you, I win. How about this? Double fuck you, I win. You lose.
Don Pneumonia just admitted he may lean that way.
Go suck Todd's dick on a fucking desert island.
How about this? Go fuck Todd's dick twice. I win, you lose.
Stutter much?
So what? He stuttered. I'm dyslexic and I have a stutter, but I talk pretty well. Better than you, Ryder.
How about this? You go suck Todd's dick twice. I win.
All right. So You got a choice. Just tell us which one you'd prefer.
Wait.
Right?
I'm rubber and you're glue.
Would you
Whatever
rather
you
suck
say
my dick,
bounces
Todd's
off
dick,
of
or
me
Chris's
and
dick?
sticks to you. How about that?
I think I'm just
Would you
gonna.
rather
Suck my dick.
How's
Todd's
that?
Ryder can't get off this dick sucking thing. Wow, you're desperate. Why don't you go have Tiffany do something for a fucking change? Oh, that's right. She doesn't pay, just like the child support.
dick or Chris Ruff's dick.
How's that for your channel, Todd?
I couldn't hear it. Go ahead, Mimsy.
Todd, for a good Christian man, you allow a lot of sexual deviant talking to go on, including your buddy Chris Ryder soliciting blowjobs from panel members.
I said we could just let you make your point rather than talk about sucking your phalluses.
Yeah. So I pretty much was finishing it. That was in response to somebody in the chat.
That's Doofus Crest, misty-eyed girl. This is so immature. Absolutely. That's the fun of it. The hilarious part of this is watching 40 and 50-year-old men behave like they're fucking 13. Todd never fucking matured. Todd is stuck in a 13-year-old's mindset. He thought he had a big catch when he groomed a 17-year-old.
Her name was Candace. She's a big proponent of DirectD. And I reiterate, everything that I know about DirectD's family came from DirectD's own mouth. Everything.
And I think the biggest point is that Todd never published pictures of Chris's fucking family. Chris fucking published pictures of Todd's fucking family. And that's the whole point we're trying to make. And shit show will sit over here and fucking run his fucking dick smack saying, well, you can't prove it. Well, we can.
Run his dick smack. Your metaphors don't even make sense. Does Tiffany smack you in the face with her dick, Chris?
Because
asking for a friend.
There's dated material in which we are referencing. We are talking about things that were posted on the internet in which is on a certain day at a certain time. And we're telling you, you fucking idiot, that you can go and see when the very first interactions were made and what they were. And we are telling you, go do that, stupid, before you jump on fucking panels and run your fucking...
Wow, these fucking commercials. Don Pneumonia says publishes no photos, and we are thankful for that, my friend. Oh, man. Todd's desperate for the fucking ad revenue. Another 1/10 of a penny in Toddy's pocket. Woohoo! Surrender Monkey says she's big and chunkolo. See, she will Godzilla you. Arg.
Opportunity for him to come up and have an actual conversation with us, but you had to go fuck that up, fucking moron. As if anything entails you. You know, there's two people on this panel that actually have a legitimate purpose because of real life shit that really need to talk to the people that are in that convex.
Hey, whoever made the comment clarifying what no slut shaming was earlier, thank you for that. I appreciate that.
Who was it meant for? I don't even know.
I keep hearing shit. Princess Consuela BH says, to be fair, I heard about the family diaper pile from many people. I've heard rumors that Chris Ryder likes to put a diaper on and shit himself, and then official misconduct cleans him up with, maybe a tongue. But that's just shit that I've heard. I don't have any proof on that.
I
think it was X some shit made a comment.
But like who? Yeah, who is it? Who is it directed at? Do we know?
I have no idea, but I just appreciate the comment. I like the fact that
his wife is off limits, is what he's trying to say. He's fine with doing it to everybody else.
I'm not saying my wife is off limits. I'm saying my wife should be off limits.
But yeah.
Ryder, you talk shit about everyone's wife, you dumb fuck. You can't even get married. Who would marry a dude with a limp dick and no fucking job and no savings, which all equals Ryder ain't got no fucking money. That's why you have to have a public defender. Now that your fucking dumbass lawyer who never fucking showed up for a court date dropped you like the fucking plague.
And earlier you also said, I'm gonna double down on
you're a
for
fucking
you.
hypocrite.
You also said that it was just fine for people to respond to that shit.
You guys have both drugged my wife into this conversation, although
I drag your wife across the fucking bed sheets,
Todd
bro.
used it as an analogy.
Ryder will drag his wife across the bed sheets. Ryder, you would have to rape someone to get laid, you fucking piece of shit. You have to fucking dose up Tiffany until she passes out to get a piece of pussy. Allegedly in Minecraft while you're sucking from the back.
I drove your wife across the headboard the other day.
I'm smart enough to understand that Todd used it as an analogy, and my only point that I was trying to make to Todd,
she's fat, but she's got good pussy.
He can't get on his fucking soapbox and say that something.
Ryder's a little pig boy. All Ryder can do is lie about facts and talk about other people's wives. Ryder is a frustrated man who never gets laid. Like Tiffany's told him, you ain't getting any more till you get a job. And Ryder just, plays with himself all day now.
Things should not be said, even as an analogy. When I think Todd crossed that line by,
I think you crossed that line when you made a fucking false reference
by using my wife in an analogy. I don't think.
No, I used your wife, dude. I
don't think it was necessary.
I'm going to use your wife as long as you're up here talking shit.
I think Todd
until you admit that you were wrong and apologize for saying.
As a matter of fact,
until you admit that you were wrong and apologize for saying Tiffany deserved to get her teeth knocked out, I'm going to fucking keep on.
Ryder, relax. Tiffany's not going to get her teeth knocked out. You can't even get a fucking hard on. Oh, maybe that's why you throw punches. Don't you have a domestic abuse conviction, Ryder? Didn't you hold children hostage? Am I incorrect on that one?
I'm doing it to
Todd,
and
I did not use Todd's wife or family as an analogy in my response.
No, you fucking came
to
mind.
I took the high road. So I took the high road.
You fucking said my lady deserved to get her teeth knocked out, you fat fuck.
I took the liberal.
Well, I mean, if people are saying that she deserves to get her teeth knocked out, I, for one, would be in agreement with that. I mean, I don't condone violence and I don't want to see it happen, but, a punch in the mouth might right that fucking stupid who,
the liberal line.
Super
and I said,
liberal.
When Todd goes low, I'll stay high. Something.
Oh, I believe you're high. I believe you're fucking high, motherfucker.
Todd's so involved in this panel discussion, he's playing Magic the Gathering with 13-year-olds.
You're higher than draft pussy. He's a cankle American, guys. What do you want?
Cankle American.
Todd, that's all you can do in the end is call names. What did sheep do to offend you, Todd? Why are you pulling up for fucking Ryder and attacking sheep? Because Ryder can't fucking make a valid argument or a fucking clarion point. Go look those words up, Toddy. You'll be using them next week.
Todd,
he's like an EBT American, but with big cankles.
I was a truck driver for a long time.
Well, that would, if you eat a lot of salty snacks, you'll definitely get swelling and water retention in your cankles.
You should know, Todd. That's why you're on the Ozempic now, isn't it? Look at your wrist and your hand and the dimples in your face. Todd, how does a guy who hasn't exercised ever lose that much weight in 6-8 months? Maybe it's not Ozempic. Maybe you got the HIV from Ryder. Don't be sucking that shit from the back, Todd. That's how you get the HIV.
I had a lot of circulation issues.
That's because all the salty snacks.
Your brain.
That's because all the salty
salty snacks. Well, you know what it tastes like there, Toddy.
Glory hole visits.
I think I would fit that description of having cankles, although since I've gotten out of the truck, I think that the swelling has gone down quite a bit. So I wouldn't say that I have cankles anymore.
Yeah, I'm not saying you're gay, but you don't seem like the kind of guy that would spit the cock out of your mouth until after the swelling goes down. Thank you.
Todd, don't talk about your son like that. God, Todd. Everyone knows your son is doing that shit.
Billy Meadows, it's probably one of the funniest things you've ever said in your entire life. Anyway, that was a low blow, but go ahead.
It's a low blow, but you did it anyways, right, Todd? Meanwhile, your son's down on his knees somewhere, sucking it from the back.
Yeah, I know. Who are you saying it was a low blow? Why are we talking about low blows? Speaking of low blows, how's business for PS? I mean, how's the side gig going? How's the side gig going?
See, you ask Ryder about how his business is going, and all he can do is fucking make up some sexual nonsense. Ryder hasn't worked in quite a long time. Apparently, all the decks that needed building in his area have been built, and all the fences have been repaired. So, how could you be a contractor when you can't do simple math?
4 PS.
Hear me? Remember that time I fucked your wife in the bed of your semi truck?
No one remembers that, Ryder, because it never happened. It's just another one of those drug-diluted fantasies you had while Tiffany sucked off some other guy from the back.
I'm trying to tune you out.
I came on your steering wheel.
Oh yeah, I hear you. I hear you talking about my wife. I hear
you. And on her nose.
And I'm sure that in your mind you convinced yourself that
Little Debbie is a fucking ring ding.
You're justified in doing that, but we'll just have to agree to disagree.
I don't know, man. At least I haven't gone to the point saying she deserves to get her teeth knocked out.
I don't think that you're justified in doing that.
Okay. Well, I haven't gone to the low.
Mimsy just sits around drooling on himself and occasionally mumbles. What a sad life, Mimsy.
At this point, I'm still above you because you said that mine deserved to get her teeth knocked out. So,
Hey, guys.
I'm still above you. I know that's what you say. I said, and I know that you think that if you repeat it long enough, you'll make it. And often,
everybody heard it,
true.
Bro.
And I know that if you repeat it enough, your chat will jump on your nuts and go on that little magic.
I'm not on YouTube, man. I ain't done anything on YouTube.
It won't be long before your chat.
You're on YouTube right now, you dumb fuck. I would like to remind you of that because you're a fucking moron.
Starts repeating it and saying that I said that, although
you did say that.
It won't.
No.
I know what I'm getting.
Yeah, Mimsy likes being technical, like people like you, man. That's why we don't get along. I don't get along with Mimsy either.
I know what I got.
Because y'all want to make excuses for motherfuckers, man.
I know the kind
of low life people that
you are. I know the kind of low life lying sack of shit that you are.
Yeah, it's a lie, right?
Troglodyte,
it's a lie that you weren't representing Tiffany when you fucking said that.
And nothing that you're saying is surprising me.
You deserve to get your fucking teeth knocked out.
Is surprising me or shocking.
You were literally talking to Tiffany when you fucking said it, motherfucker.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
And I'm still above you. I'm being nice when I say that I'll fuck your wife because she would enjoy that. My wife would not enjoy getting her teeth knocked out by a tweaker.
I know, you poor little baby. Who?
Y'all are fucking.
Would you have somebody in the chat earlier told me to drink my little bottle? Would anybody in the chat object if I gave it to 4PS? Because I think he needs it a little more than me right now.
I think didn't they say something about sipping it or something like that?
Is it something about drink my little milk bottle or something like that?
Oh, yeah.
4PS needs it.
Oh, you remembered that?
I want to drink.
Yeah, because it triggered me. Anything that's not approval, anything that I don't characterize as approval triggers me in the chat. I remembered it.
You mean anything you don't approve of? Is that what you're trying to say? Let the stupid guy correct you.
On a list.
Let the stupid guy help you with words, motherfucker.
Mimsy, can you read this one from Mountain Papa ZR? By the way, we got little under 28 minutes to get the goal achieved. I do appreciate it. We're only 3 away, guys. $2 or more super chat keeps the show going, and we have fun. It's just 10 super chats of $2 or more. That's all.
Oh, okay.
It's just a way to go ahead.
Come over the top? Can you give them?
Lord Mimsy, can you? I'm sorry. Can I run my show for a second? Thank you. Can you read Mountain Papa's comment?
God damn it, Mimsy! Just do what you're told and read the fucking comment. You drooling hammer wound motherfucker.
There, Mimsy. Thank you.
Certainly. Mountain Papa says, this is a deep...
Good boy, Mimsy. Mimsy was told to read, and now Mimsy reads. As dumb as Mimsy is, Todd, he can read better than you can.
Conversation, largely void of useful substance, but easily resembling a porn production with a $3 budget. That's not in a metal shipping container. Sorry, I need to let me change my glasses. Hang on.
Here, I don't have my glasses on. This is a deep conversation, largely void of useful substance, but eerily resembling a porn production with a $3 budget. That's not in a mental shipping, or in a metal, excuse me. That's not in a metal shipping container. Come on, Mimsy, get with the fucking program.
Spectacles, my specs.
Yeah. There we go. I can read it. This is a deep conversation, largely void of useful substance, but eerily resembling a porn production with a $3 budget that's not in a metal shipping container.
That's good.
It's metal, not metul.
So, Todd, back to DirectD. Do you think that
Amazing, right, Stan Haynes?
do you think that DirectD could have become so disillusioned with the people that are in this genre? And I'm talking about
Stan Haynes was so surprised he can't even type right. Good to see you, Stanley.
Collectively, including the supporters and the chats and everyone that's in your chat and everyone that's in his chat.
No, Scott, I said, let me read that. I don't even have reading glasses. I haven't gotten spectacles yet.
And all of the supporters and the detractors.
Sure.
Do you think
Tom Donovan says someone testified that Todd's lengthy exposure to state family services was due to the fact that he was birthed from the wrong hole, allegedly, in Minecraft.
including the supporters and the chats and everyone that's in your chat and everyone that's in his chat and all of the supporters and the detractors.
Sure.
Do you think that DirectD became so disillusioned with the people like 4PS that are in this genre, and he just said, F it, I'm just going to burn it all down and I'm just going to take another path? Do you think that's a possibility?
Well, I mean, Sansa confession of the men's.
Sansa confession of the mens rea. Shut the fuck up, Todd. DirectD doesn't take you fucking seriously. He clowns on you, but you're responding like his clowning is fucking serious. That's what makes the doofus verse go round, Toddy. You're a main player in the fucking doofus verse, Todd. Some might say you're the central black hole.
Ray of that criminal mind. I could only guess because he changes from 1 minute he supports vets, the next minute he's shitting on vets.
Todd's
1 minute
police accountability video.
F it, I'm just going to burn it all down and I'm just going to take another path. Do you think that's a possibility?
Well, I mean, Sansa confession of the mens rea of that criminal mind. I could only guess because he changes from 1 minute he supports vets, the next minute he's shitting on vets. 1 minute.
Put another police accountability video up the day before yesterday.
Yeah, he's just all over the place. He's a double-minded man. Justin Garza is saying Team 4 Public Safety for $2.
That's an amazing statement, Todd, coming from a guy who contradicts himself before the completion of a sentence. Amazing. Surrender Monkey hitting below the belt says, poor production of a porn film would be zero sheep and your own mom fluffing. Scott Amo says, I rewound it. You said I didn't even have my glasses on. Ha ha. It's okay, sir-coded Freudian. Did I say I don't have my glasses on? I don't have any glasses, Scott Amo. I definitely need a pair. Laura Rager will confirm that.
I get, yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, I couldn't. I mean, Sansa confession. Although, what is a confession with DirectD? Because 1 minute he says he meant something, the next minute says he didn't mean it. Who the heck even knows at this point in time? He's a bit of a muppet.
The one thing we know is he's a fucking liar.
There it is. That's.
And you know he's a liar, Ryder, because nothing you've ever said is true, and you're an expert on lies, and you can spot a lie a mile away, because that's all you do is lie.
The one thing that we can point to. And how do we know that? His own words. Go ahead, Mims.
I think to Sheepshow's question, I think you may have a point there to a certain extent, because if you look at some of these self-proclaimed 1A auditors, they've
what, they're self-reclaimed 1A auditors? Self-reclaimed? Really, Mimsy?
self-proclaimed 1A auditors, they've shifted tack, where they're now going to businesses. You know, they.
I think Todd's side chat all fell asleep. Damn.
Seem to have a particular tendency to hang around outside dispensaries, and you know, really, what they're doing is no longer.
They tend to hang around outside of dispensaries, as opposed to what? Being a moron because you got hit in the head with a fucking hammer, and now you have to have a caregiver change your diaper while you drool on yourself all day. Fuck off, Mimsy.
Challenging, you know, authority or the government.
Feel good.
Or you know, sort of testing the First Amendment. What they're doing
is new, Mimsy. Is that new, or is that an old story that's been playing out the whole time?
Well,
shut up, Ryder. Let Mimsy talk. He got hit in the head with a fucking hammer. He can barely keep a thought in his head.
No, I mean, what they're doing now is they're actually targeting and antagonizing citizens.
Right. You're saying they're doing that now, but you're acting like that's new. No, man, there's been channels that have been doing that the whole time.
Yeah, but it's more prevalent now.
What about Amagansett Press? Is he not prevalent?
Well, yes, but you're talking about one person. I'm talking
about it's a different genre, man. I don't like that you mix 1A with everybody. It's like anybody you disagree with, you seem to throw it at 1A, man.
Okay, so let's look at First Amendment Protection Agency then.
I don't know who that is.
FAPA? FAPA?
The clue's in the title.
Of course, you know him as FAPA, Todd. Toddy is the fappity FAPA.
Yeah, FAPA.
He has recently gone on a spate of.
Oh, is he the one that smurfed that dude on that video the other day? Or
well, not only does he you know, hang out outside dispensaries all day long, antagonizing people, he's taken to pepper spraying them at every opportunity.
Okay, what's the point?
Look at.
Why is Todd highlighting comments? Your chat hasn't moved in like fucking 20 minutes. 75% to infinity says team shit show. Well, you summed up this stream very well, sir.
Well, the point is that they're just antagonizing the public.
Tom Donovan with a shout out to Kenny Baker, wherever you are. Hello, Kenny Baker. Also, we got some feedback from Amanda, longtime listener the other day. There's Amanda.
Public there, isn't he? What's that got to do with government accountability?
Okay. So how's that tied to what we're saying about Chris Ruff? Turning on people that are not doing that.
Well,
what a great fucking point. Amanda, A-E-K, Amandak, I don't know how you say your name. A few minutes behind, but it's okay for Finkel supposedly to troll about his married girlfriend, but DirectD saying he paid an absurd amount to someone is wrong. Same, but different? No. I would say same, not different.
So Sheep Show's question was, do you think DirectD has become disillusioned with other auditors as well as people in the chat?
I don't think what that dude's doing is auditing. Do you know what auditing even is?
Well, that's my whole point, that it's not auditing, that he proclaims to be an auditor. Try listening to the words I'm actually saying, Chris.
I am. I'm listening. I just don't.
Yeah, Chris, the guy who got hit in the head with a hammer and has to wear a diaper and have a caregiver change it while he spends his day drooling on himself just told you to fucking pay attention, you dumb motherfucker.
Instead of just jumping on me.
No, I'm not. I don't mean to jump on you, Mimsy. I really don't. I just think this is a long time coming that we break this down with each other.
Oh, Mimsy and 4PS are gonna go at it. This should be good. The doofus verse. Where do Todd's loyalties really lie?
Because if you're saying that people are in public challenging people, right, I would disagree completely that that's auditors. Therefore, bringing it back to Chris's situation that Sheep Show brought.
Oh, the fucking commercial, Todd, right when good shit was going down. You desperate for a tenth of a penny, motherfucker. God damn it, Todd. It's like you suck dick from the back. 3839 good motherfuckers in the chat. We're looking for a Logan Sandman, a Laura Raider, a Carte Blanche, a Hello Baby.
But there are people who have actually went. I know you have auditors.
Self-proclaimed.
Okay, that's fine. But like, don't tie that in with auditors, because there's auditors like Rogue Nation, you know, like people that have done like what Tiffany and I've done. And I know you hate what Tiffany and I've done, but there are people who have actually went to government agencies and did things on record, like got records, found problems, brought it to their attention, filed appropriate claims and complaints, and did all that stuff, right? And Chris attacks them too.
Do you have any evidence of that, Ryder, or are you just saying that from the basis of a drug-diluted fantasy, allegedly in Minecraft, while Todd sucks you from the back?
So which one? Okay. What is Chris attacking? The whole fucking world?
Well, he is attacking the whole world, yeah. But I was trying to answer a specific question.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to stop you. I've been itching to get that point through with you. I apologize, Mimsy.
No, that's fine. And you know, as for where I stand on it, if that's what you really want to know, I can be particularly impartial at times.
Mm-hmm.
One of the reasons I stopped watching all the anti-auditor channels was because they were so black and white, and they're so that if a person is an auditor, then they're automatically wrong and they have to be thrown in jail. And I made a comment.
Justice Garza 3369 says, "What rough walking around the shed in high heels project much? Is that a Freudian slip?"
About remind me of the lady's name, GS.
God damn it! Right when Mimsy was rolling, and then all his thoughts just ran away. Remind me, GS. I got hit in the head with a hammer. I can't hold a thought for more than 30 seconds.
Oh, forget her name. The lady from Fort Worth.
Oh, yeah, Caroline Fort Worth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where she walked up and was yelling rape and yelling.
Yeah.
All kinds of stuff.
Being an arsehole, admittedly.
Is that why, like when you yell that you're being fucked with and there's a conspiracy and people are ganging up on you, Todd? The same kind of delusion there, buddy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know, and then we watch this sort of 6'2" massive linebacker of a police officer smash her face into the concrete. You know, and my point was that that's not justifiable.
Mm-hmm.
You know, even though she was...
Michael, he was pretty coherent there, but that's because for public safety fucking kept sticking them and fucking making them get into it. I think Mimsy got the better of for public safety there, but then, you know, that's no great accomplishment. And Mimsy did it without saying he was going to fuck Chris's wife, which he doesn't even have. Because who would marry a guy with a limp dick?
It's wrong for what she was doing. It doesn't mean that what he did is acceptable.
And I'd like to point out, while Todd highlights comments, that his side chat still hasn't fucking moved.
In any way, shape, or form. And he did subsequently get...
Todd needs you to say something in his side chat so he knows it's not broken.
Sacked for it, although they did reinstate him. But because I made that comment...
Most people have just rented Tiffany for the weekend.
You know, the amount of backlash I got was intense.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think, you know, these people are just as bad as the other side, you know.
Thank you, Bentley. I appreciate hearing that.
I was happy to, Mark mention, I forget is it Press NH now? Not so long ago, GS and I covered one of his videos, and he is somebody I do particularly hate with a passion. I was happy to say, though, that while we were watching the video...
Does he remind you of the guy that hit you in the head with a hammer, Mimsy? Is that why you hate him? Projection.
He did absolutely nothing wrong. And his staff at the facility he went to were outrageous, their behaviour, to the point where one guy actually reported him for trying to film children. And it wasn't even remotely close to the truth. There was no children involved. It was an outrageous statement to make. So I can't...
No, that's just a straight up rental. pay by the hour. Todd, your chat still hasn't moved. Maybe it's broke.
I can be unbiased, you know. I'm not all one way or the other. I like to assess each video or audit or however you want to explain it on its own merits. To be fair,
that gives me a whole different perception of you. We're going to get along a lot better after this, Mimsy.
Yeah, because you just put Ryder in his fucking place. Shut up, Ryder. Sit down and shut the fuck up. Don't you pay Tiffany to rub that limp noodle of yours till something happens. Oh, she stopped doing that because you just get angry and throw punches. Todd, your side chat still hasn't fucking moved.
So my point is, again, going back to Direct D. Now, has he turned on the whole community? He has, but in my mind, he's a bit of I've said this to GS and I've said it publicly. I just look at him like some kind of pantomime villain. He's just a caricature. I don't. He's kind of playing make believe in his little shed in the desert. But I do think that people like what's his name, JC News now. He's another one. Hangs outside dispensaries all day. Just
Generally Specific says internet is dumping a bit. It shall correct Dortley. The fuck does Dortley mean, Todd?
To get a reaction.
Todd, your side chat still hasn't fucking moved.
And these guys are actually taken away from people that have got an actual intent and a purpose to highlight government corruption and call out authorities and call out the police. They take attention away from that because they're being absolute dicks.
Sure.
And going after members of the public. And unfortunately, whether you like it or not, it taints the whole thing for everybody.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I personally said
37 good motherfuckers in the side chat are about to hear Surrender Monkey's comment. I do not flush my poos just because Mimsy thinks they are wet gingerbread gifts. God. How much have you had to drink today, buddy?
I want to be disconnected.
Todd's blaming his dead channel on his internet. It's not the internet. Todd's channel is just dead. Everything else is coming through fine, Todd, but your side chat ain't fucking moving.
As far as being called an auditor or seen as an auditor, and I've never done cop watching really. So but I separated myself from that label because I saw that the label was getting dragged around. And look, I don't disagree with you. I've watched a lot of videos where I click off of it because I go, this is just nonsense, clickbait, like even people that I appreciate other audits they do sometimes. Like they might do a, genuine audit one day and have a real issue that they're actually getting to the bottom of. And I'll watch that one all the way through. And then the next day, they go and fucking start some shit with somebody and it's just a stupid fucking argument in public. And I'm like,
wait a minute, Chris, people's behavior is erratic? You're a drug dealer. You should know that. Allegedly in Minecraft, while you're getting sucked from the back.
I don't care to watch that. It's not what I'm looking for. However, it's all entertainment. It's all YouTube.
Dragged around, or Chris dresses in drag when he's around Tiffany? It helps Tiffany make more money if Chris is dressed in women's clothing. Given the two options, most people pick the manly-looking chick with the bowling ball head.
You know what? To each their own, I reckon.
Oh, by the way, Todd's side chat still has not moved.
Like in my perspective, unless it hurts somebody. Now, if we're talking about rough, I think that was an invalid argument brought by Sheep Show because he's again distracting us because the point that
oh my God, Todd!
I'm getting a hand from
made
LegalZoom
3/10 of a penny.
Let's just have AI do it.
Holy shit! I like that comment about Chris dressed in drag while he solicits with Tiffany, allegedly in Minecraft.
the dude is using his platform to attack people's families because he gets his panties in a bind whenever he's...
Wait, attack people's families. Chris Ryder, you just spent a bunch of time saying that you fucked Sheep's wife in his truck and came on his steering wheel. Everyone knows that you can't come or get hard, and that's why you have no children. You keep saying your kids, but you have a limp dick and you shoot blanks and you don't have any children. But you're upset now because someone else brought up family or some shit like that? Just because he used a hypothetical while Tiffany got punched in the mouth and got her teeth knocked into the back of her head? Maybe that'll wake her up and she'll pay her child support.
He's held to the wall of accountability.
He's
for
never
his
attacked
own
my family.
behavior.
He's never said he wanted to rape my wife.
Okay, well, go on and get against him. See what happens.
He's
buddy.
never drugged my wife into the conversation.
Go on and get against him and then see what happens.
Exactly. Good retaliation, Sheep. You're the one that's talking about raping other people's wives, Chris Ryder. You've done it with my wife. You're just a shit-talking little pussy boy. You waddled away from Garden Gnome Todd while he chased you out of the courthouse, you pussy.
Happens. Until then, you're speaking for him.
No, I've been against him several times, and I'm sure he's aware of it. I'm sure
you ain't been against him.
I'm sure his channel has.
Todd still highlighting back comments while his side chat still hasn't fucking moved.
Just let him know that I've criticized him many times.
Show it. Prove it.
I ain't proving jack shit.
Prove it ain't gonna happen. Make a meme. I'll make a meme for you. Let you publish it on your channel.
That's like asking me to justify my faith to a fucking rat. I would never try to justify what I.
I'll make you a meme you can put up on your channel, and we'll see if he goes after your fat fucking wife.
I'm trying to kind of.
There you go. After his wife again. Your chick is fucking fat, Chris. She's fat, dumpy. She has a bowling ball head, and she doesn't fucking pay her child support. What a bunch of fucking losers you Indiana peeps are. You're not representing Indiana well. We all thought Kentucky had a bad reputation, and here comes Chris Ryder trying to one-up Indiana and show how shitty it is compared to Kentucky.
Elevate this conversation.
Sorry to the legitimate folk in Indiana.
On Todd's channel. I have a serious question for you, Mimsy. I think that I heard you mention that at one time you used to watch the frauditor channels or the troll channels that are against the First Amendment auditing community. And I wanted to ask you your general opinion of those channels, just in general, just a generality. Do you think that those channels are honest arbiters of what is actually happening in the First Amendment auditing community? Or do you, like me, see a lot of spin and a lot of factual inaccuracy?
And see, the problem I have,
Mimsy, do you see a lot of spin and inaccuracy? Answer that, then do your commentary. Yeah. Wow. Do you have to take a course in deflection to be on Todd's channel?
essentially, is that obviously they pick and highlight what they want to show and sort of dissect on purpose for a purpose. So perhaps, you know, they would pick the worst examples rather than the best in terms of an actual audit, because that's what their audience kind of thirsts for.
Thank you, Kelly. Kelly says, no shit, Mimsy.
And what I found disappointing as time went on, like I say, was the fact that, you know, the people have become so tribalistic about it.
Mimsy, you're a tribalistic taint-licking yes man for Todd. Holy fuck. Speaking of Todd, his side chat still has not moved.
You know, they adopt this mentality that if you have to be against something, 100%, otherwise you.
Michael Wyatt wants to know, Coded, who the hell would change Mimsy's pull-ups? He has a paid caregiver for that. The state changes Mimsy's diaper. Kelly Justice says, Mimsy equals Captain Obvious.
You're an apple.
forget the dubious
Holy
investment tips.
fuck,
With
Todd.
IG,
Todd's desperate to collect tenths of pennies. I'll bet you he makes 23 cents per show.
That's it, like I say, and taking it on face value.
I will say,
Did Mimsy just say he takes it on the face? What? What happened here? There we go.
Yeah, you know, lack this ability of critical thinking and actually looking at it, like I say, and taking it on face value.
I will say,
Lacking critical thinking. Do you know whose fucking panel you're on every day, Mimsy?
I don't mean to interrupt, but I am recording right now because I think this is a meaningful conversation. They're not receiving any of this data, so I'm recording. I just started recording it because I think there's some valuable conversation happening right now, but I'm going to let it see.
Todd's recording because he thinks there's valuable conversation going on. Aren't you always recording, Todd? Mimsy takes it in the face from the back, says Michael Wyatt. Biscuits and Groovy says, Todd blocked me and my sock for asking legitimate questions. Todd blocks everybody. I've been permabanned from Todd's channel for like the 5th time in 2 years. Michael Wyatt's been blocked too. You're in good company, Biscuits and Groovy.
See if it fixes itself here.
I see.
And we'll continue to go along as long as everyone feels like this is fruitful. But it's just my internet's taking a weird dump, so I don't know if I'm.
Todd's chat still hasn't moved. he wants to get off. He's got to end the broadcast before fucking people figure out that nobody listens to Todd, and the few listeners he had all fell asleep during his live.
Okay, it looks like it might be pulling back again.
We have Spectrum too, Todd, and Tiffany found that if you designate a specific,
I looked into it. I'm trying to. I may have to offline kind of get like or do some kind of. I did look into that. I finally was able to log into it, and I couldn't figure out how to do the designation. I will look
create
into
a
that.
designated channel. All right. Yeah, talk to Tiff. She knows how to do it. She did it for ours, and it worked a lot better. But ultimately,
Tiff knows how to do it. She gets paid to be behind a dumpster doing it. She can get your service running, Todd.
we're just dumping Spectrum.
Yeah, Spectrum's been very, very unimpressive.
Todd and Chris both on the Spectrum. Good point, Michael Wyatt.
Impressive lately, but we're recording it here now, so maybe it'll fix itself. I don't know if it will or not, but I'm finding value in this conversation. Let's Charlie Mike. Okay, it looks like it is now back to normal KB kilobytes.
Do you remember where you were on?
It's back to normal, but Todd's side chat hasn't moved in 30 minutes.
On that, Mimsy?
It's an interesting question, and he was engaging the question. And it was having to do with, are they doing it for other purposes? The auditing, right?
Yeah, I was reading into it, like, and maybe I wanted to respond if Mimsy was done at that point, or let him go on if he was still making his point.
Yeah, to be honest, I did lose track.
I'm very, very sorry. I just
no, that's fine. No, I
do you mind if I respond to
Mimsy was struck in the head with a hammer. You cannot interrupt him while he's talking because, like he just said, he will lose his thought. Michael Wyatt says she won't do it at Burger King because her customers want their goddamn way. She's McDonald's dumpster hooter. Biscuits and Groovy says, Coded, did you know Shiz loves the police? I don't really follow Shiz much anymore. I mean, occasionally I'll check out what she's chatting about, but I find her very fucking boring lately. Of course she loves the police. Her daddy, oopsie. Hang on a second. I almost knocked some shit over. Her daddy's a Boston police officer who ignores her. Of course she loves the police. Shiz the police, says Surrender Monkey. All right, let's get back to Mimsy's lost thought. It's been over 30 minutes, and Todd's side chat still hasn't moved. Todd, shout out your side chat. Make someone respond. Your chat might be broken, Toddy.
To that, Mimsy?
Well,
I do, because the question was for Mimsy, not for you.
I was going to.
So why don't you
I was
let
going to
Mimsy
say.
answer the fucking question?
Well, as a person who's got a lot of experience in that doing that work.
As a fucking liar and a dumbass and a trolley.
Yeah, liar and a dumbass.
Bingo! Ding, 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 ding.
Well, you're a liar and dumbass. We know that much, bro.
Okay.
You are a fucking liar and a dumbass, Chris. Sheep, don't get mad at Sheep because he told the fucking truth. You can't do simple math. The reason you couldn't come up on my panel the other night is I asked you a simple question. And if you're unable to answer that question, there's no reason to fucking talk to you. You're too stupid. Simple question. If I give you $1 million, earning 10% interest, how long will it be before you have $2 million? It's the rule of 72. Slide the fucking decimal point. I gave you easy numbers. I waited over an hour. You couldn't answer the fucking question. You're a contractor who can't do math. That's amazing.
Well, I'd like to hear from both of you, but I'd like to hear Sheep Show first because, with all due respect, he did ask me the question. And I can't remember where I actually got to in the question.
God damn, you can't interrupt Mimsy. He got hit in the head with a fucking hammer after allegedly making crude comments to someone's wife. Michael Wyatt says Chris is too stupid to accept his limitations. He can't accept his limitations, Michael. He's so stupid, he's not aware of his limitations. He's a classic dumb guy who thinks he's smarter than everybody. Michael Wyatt says, coded, he failed basic math, and Dusty needs to go sit and spin. Dusty, the meth dealer?
But overall, I would agree that they taint things. They taint the view of auditing in the same respect as bad auditors like the First Amendment Protection Agency do. Would be my short summary of it.
I think that, I asked the question for a specific reason.
Todd is finally highlighting Blue Line Transparency's comment, and that's the last comment in the list of the side chat that hasn't fucking moved in 30 minutes.
And I wanted to get your opinion on it, and I think that I completely disagree with your opinion on...
Kelly, isn't that the... besides lack of knowledge, which is what makes a stupid person stupid, but not realizing a person is stupid is what holds that person in their stupidity while they think they're experts on everything. Hence, Chris Ryder. Todd, too, to a certain extent.
Or at least how you characterize these... And I'm just going to use a word that you did not use. I'm going to call them provocateurs, the people that go out there and they provoke people into a reaction. And those are my words. They're not your words, Mimsy. But I want to say that I think that we just come at this from completely different perspectives. And I think that you have a different starting line than I have. And although we completely disagree, I wouldn't characterize you as an idiot, as ignorant, as evil.
Exactly, Tom.
I would just say that I think you're wrong. Although I do believe that you're completely entitled to your opinion, and I don't fault you for it. I come from a different starting point. I have a different perspective, and my perspective is that the First Amendment protects.
No, Michael. The stone vet, Lisa. Who always shouts out, "Fuck you, Tom, you're not getting your TV back." She went to jail for murder. She was hitting a guy in the head with the hammer, and the hammer wasn't getting the job done. So she went and got a fucking screwdriver and finished it up.
Speech that is unpopular. The First Amendment allows people to...
KTZ, Todd's side chat, minus Coded's brilliant and laughingly stimulating interjections was the only thing keeping this side chat awake. Todd's side chat, like you said, fell asleep 45 minutes ago.
To go out there and be assholes. The First Amendment allows Direct D to be an asshole. Now, I know that 4PS is going to mischaracterize that and say that I just said that 4PS is allowed to, or that Direct D is allowed to threaten his family and dox him. But that's not what I said. I said that I think that the First Amendment allows Direct D to be a complete asshole. And I think that the First Amendment allows these auditors that some people group into clickbaiters or rage baiters, allows them to go out there and be clickbaiters and rage baiters. And I completely support their First Amendment right to do so. And I think that a lot of these rage baiters and auditors, and as a result of them doing that, have revealed a lot of public corruption that should be looked at and should be analyzed. I mean, I'll use me as an example. I did a car wash one time. What the F does a car wash have to do with the First Amendment? Well, they called the police on me. The police responded and they tried to violate my First Amendment right. And I was able to expose that. I was able to be transparent about that. I was able to expose.
How did they violate your First Amendment right?
Because they tried to.
How did they violate your right?
I was able to expose that the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department tried to violate my First Amendment right. I'm not gonna let you take me down these fucking roads. I'm trying to talk to Mimsy, and Mimsy is trying to listen to me. So if you could shut the fuck up. If you could shut the fuck up and let me talk to Mimsy.
Shut the fuck up, 4PS. Mimsy got hit in the head with the hammer. You can't interrupt like that. Mimsy loses everything from his head. It rolls down, and then he shits it in his diaper. And then he rings the bell to have the caregiver come and save him from his filth.
I think that these encounters lead to legitimate First Amendment questions, and they lead to exposing legitimate First Amendment questions. And one could argue that you could do the same thing and get the same result from just cop washing and doing government accountability only. But I don't think that the First Amendment needs to be protected from just government. I think the First Amendment needs to be protected and defended from everyone, including the person.
What happened? Toddy shut his stream down. Fucking Toddy. Was it because your side chat didn't move in 45 minutes? It kind of just ended out of the blue, Toddster. Hang on a second. Bear with me, kids. I will be right back momentarily. I had a line recording going. I want to see if I can get it uploaded to YouTube. Bear with. I'll be right back. What can I give you to listen to while we could do this? We could do this.
So would you say it's like every 14 years then?
Oh, the cycle for the real estate?
She had this purse that she chose out. She wanted it as a Coach purse. So we go to the, going.
This is how fucking bright, powdered, crusty is. He sold stock, an investment that is earning him money, capital appreciation, and quarterly dividend. He said he sold ExxonMobil. And he sold it to buy a Coach purse for his daughter, a disposable item. So you sacrificed a money maker for a overpriced brand name disposable item, which won't make you any money. That's how fucking dumb you are. I'll be right back.
Leading up to that, we went to, well, she had so let me back up. I have one daughter and she's spoiled, but she's never asked me for a purse. So she had this purse that she chose out. She wanted it as a Coach purse. So we go to the Coach store and she just went right in and grabbed it. Right. She knew exactly. And it felt like a little bit of a waste of a trip to the mall. Right. It was kind of
Oh, what was that message? There was a Laura Raider message there. What
purse. So we go to the Coach store. She had this purse that she chose out. That she wanted it as a Coach purse. So we go to
Laura Raider says that Rager shit better not stick. Well, we probably shouldn't have brought it over to this stream too. Oops, sorry, Laura. Powder Dusty's in the chat down below. Let's bring him up. Powder Dusty, here's the deal. We have a regular adult conversation back and forth. None of the fucking ad hom shit. And if you shit talk my family, I'll just drop you off the fucking channel. Powder Dusty, what's up?
What's going on?
Nothing. I was waiting in the back chat over at Finkel's. I streamed that shit. Are you guys okay with that?
It doesn't matter, does it?
Well, I was over there live. I was trying to get up on Finkel's panel.
Yeah, I saw that. He did quite abruptly. If you were really concerned about whether or not we were okay with it, you would have said something in the back chat.
No, I was trying. No, you can listen to the re-record. I was trying to talk to you guys. I could have sent a message. Yeah, you're right about that.
You could have just typed in the private chat, but like it's not. I assume everybody's streaming all the time, anyways.
Bro, right? Good. That's a good assumption. I've only been doing this for like 3 or 4 years, man. I'm relative newbie. I didn't even think about the private chat. And my side chat will tell you I'm just horrible at the fucking chat. Way behind, stupid, can't follow shit. Normal stuff.
Right.
So I don't know much about your section of YouTube. I'm vaguely familiar with the Raging Tomato, and probably one of the only reasons I know about her is way back when I first encountered GS, he was kind of really wrong about some of his Christian fundamentals. So I tried to engage him on that. But then I had actually heard that he told Sarah he wanted to sniff her fingers or something like that. That's fucking weird.
I don't know about that.
I was hoping you could put some context on it.
Well, I fell out with Sarah too, but they fell out long before that, and I don't remember. It's been at least over a year. As far as the I know that I'm not a Christian, so I just opt out of that whole, the Christianity squabble.
I think, well, I've taught apologetics in the past, and I've not only I've read quite a bit of the Bible in its source languages, not all of it, but I'm familiar with a handful of different translations of the Bible. It's the shit that people argue about in their Christian belief systems is insane to me. Like, I understand it because I was a young, immature believer at 30 years old. I was raised Roman Catholic, but I wasn't practicing. That's when I kind of went back to reading the Bible.
And are you Catholic now?
No. I have two fundamental problems. Well, the one problem I have with Catholicism is you know what the doctrine of alter Christos is?
No.
So in order to be a Catholic, you have to believe in the doctrine of alter Christos. And that's the idea that the Pope is another Christ. And that's rank fucking heresy. Not representative of Christ, another Christ. That's just bad shit. And then the Catholics also have, like, none of the Catholic priests are married. So in the Catholic Church, and the scripture actually talks about a future time when marriage will be prohibited. And I think that's a direct statement about, knowledge of what the Catholic Church was going to do before it even was formed.
It seems like if you want to make sure that you attract all the weirdest corners of humanity, you would have that rule there, no marriage. And then the ones that you get that aren't weird, it would turn them weird.
Chris is in the basement. I'll bring you up when I feel like it, Chris. And if you shit talk my wife, you fucking retard. Chris, let me tell you something before I bring you up. And here, let me ask you this. Do you have a pencil and a piece of paper, Chris? Get a pencil and a piece of paper, Chris. I want to ask you a simple question. If I gave you $500,000 and enable you to invest it in a bond, a 20-year bond at 10% interest, how many years do you have to hold that bond before you have $1 million? 10% interest, $500,000, See, those dopes can say, "Oh, talk all the shit they want." I gave Ryder a simple fucking math problem and told him, if you can answer that, you can come up. And his 3 buddies couldn't feed him the fucking answer in an hour's time. Boom. You're too dumb for me to talk to you, Ryder. And you proved that in your whole fucking panel appearance today on Toad's show. I have the end of Todd's stream currently uploading. I don't know. It shouldn't take more than a few minutes and we can get back on that. Need to have that up. I don't know why my feedback screen has gotten too... Hello, ND14. How are you? Bear with us. We'll get back to the meat of the matter. I think I need to refresh this. Hang on just a second. Hold on, I dropped out while I did the screen refresh, which fixed my problem. Let me bring this up. Share screen, share screen, share screen. There we go. Let me jump this back just a little bit. Look, official misconduct is commenting. How many years do you have to hold that bond before you have $1 million? 10% interest, $500,000. How long does it take to double the money? If you can't answer that question when you come up, then you owe me an apology for all the shit talking you're doing about me, because you don't know fuck all about anything. And all I have to do is take that backstage chat that you were just involved in and line it up with the actual conversation we had, what, like 2 weeks ago, and show how fucking stupid you are. So, and we will actually do that in the near future, because Ryder's idiocy is fucking absolutely amazing. Surrender Monkey commenting says, "Nah, Laura Rader is fucking awesome." You mean someone else, right? Was somebody shit talking Laura Rader? What? And by the way, Surrender Monkey, it's Laura Rager now. She's on a tirade. Tom Donovan says, "Who needs a TV when you have Todd and Ryder for comic relief?" So you have to answer the question. If I gave you $1 million, $500,000, let's make it easy. $1 million, 10% interest. How long before you have $2 million? When you can answer that, we can talk. If you can't answer that, we're not going to talk. What up, VOP? Was that Powdered Krusty's meth pipe we just heard right there? Let's listen to that again. Not going to talk. What up, VOP? Is Powdered Krusty on the meth pipe again? What? That we're not going to talk. What up, VOP? Powder Dusty, do you know Vestige of Peace?
I don't.
Well, we met a few times in chat.
Okay. Well, nice to meet you, I guess, on panel.
I got you, KTZ. But he says he's a fucking contractor, right? So if you do a long-term build, you have to know the cost of, well, that's probably why he's out of business. Like, you don't buy shit you're not going to need for a month, 2 months down the road. You don't buy it now because you could drop that money into a fucking account, invest it, and make 2 months worth of interest. But he's not smart enough to know that. The problem I gave him is simple. It's the rule of 72. If you want to know how long it's going to take your money to double, you divide the rate of interest you're receiving, because 1 million to 2 million is a doubling. 10% is the interest rate. So you take that 10%, you divide the number 72 by 10, and you get 7.2. If your interest was 5%, it would take 14.4 years to double. But Ryder's too fucking dumb to do the kind of simple math that, like, I don't know anything about the Indiana public school system, but I went to school in upstate New York, and I learned the fucking rule of 72 when I was in like in eighth grade, junior high school. I mean, poor Ryder. Laura Rager is with us. She says she does not join cults. Laura Rager is a cult unto herself.
Panel.
Okay.
Cool. Anything you want to talk about, Dusty?
I do have some questions. So
fire.
I guess both about your banking background and about your marriage or non-marriage. You know, you heard what the conversation we just had.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, I'm new to all this. I was muted. Damn, god damn it. So I privated the Finkel, the stream that had the Finkel backstage stuff, because I was streaming people who didn't know they were being streamed. So I didn't want to, it's kind of not kosher. So when these guys all came up on panel, I asked them all the same question. I informed them that I had been streaming that, and I asked them if they minded. And all of them said no, they didn't. But then the following day, they were crying about it. It was some justification for them coming over, and Powdered Krusty, after he meffed up in the beginning here, we heard the meth hit, got nasty at the end. And when he, started getting nasty, that's when I shut down the conversation. They're all like, he rage quit. He wouldn't let Chris come up. We waited an hour and he wouldn't let Chris come up. So I spent an hour listening to their fucking horse shit. I wasted Krusty's time because he only made $2 on his live restream of it, which he didn't inform me he was doing. But the next day he was crying about me live streaming him. I don't fucking get any of that shit. You only made $2 because you have a shitty little account. This fucking dumb fuck says he supports his household on his YouTube 3,000 subscriber channel. Bullshit. That's why you were crying about only making $2, because you desperately need to make money every time you live stream. Unlike me, I don't do any of this for money because I got more than enough. Maybe someday when you stop selling your stock to buy Coach purses for your spoiled daughter, you'll have something to show. Maybe never, dude. Who knows? You seem dumb. It's
so what's the real deal?
I was never a banker.
Mm-hmm.
I was a stockbroker in the 90s. I was retired from that profession about almost 10 years in. At that point in time, I had saved capital of $750,000. It was a boring backstage reveal, Laura Rager, but they still got all upset about it. They were subdued raging. 10 years of work. So I'm 59 now. Do simple math. 10% interest on $750,000 over what, 29 years? And you'll have a good idea how much money I have. And my chat, my listening audience is in my age group, and none of absolutely. KTZ says if most of your income comes from the kindness of strangers, that's called begging, not working. Exactly. They're all beggars. For Public Safety's a beggar, Powdered Krusty's a beggar, Todd's a beggar. Laura Rader says, you sound upset too, Coded Rager. Okay, Laura. That seems like a rage, Laura Rager. Of them find that to be an outrageous or exaggerated statement. He had to liquidate stock to buy the purse because he doesn't have any money. And he's lying about buying a fucking Coach purse. And he's lying about selling stock. He may have bought a Coach purse, but it was a fucking designer knockoff. Because those people, my listening audience, which is in my... That's VOP on the keyboard. Amanda gave some critical feedback in the commentary on this. I didn't catch it while we were live, but I'm totally hearing it now. VOP, tone down your keyboard. Age demographic have been saving money their whole working careers, and I'll bet you some of them have more than I have. And I had a good head start from the beginning, but I was never a banker. I was a stock broker.
What are you investing in now?
Right. It's difficult for me to talk about it, so none of this is investment advice. Okay.
Of course. I'm just
right. But but having been a broker, I can get banged hard. So,
phrasing.
Right. You can't. Middle of the middle, Michael Wyatt, month of June. You can't give advice unless you're licensed.
Sure, I'm not asking for advice. I'm just curious. I just sold a couple shares of ExxonMobil and a couple shares of Google.
I actually
my dog
a couple shares. What do you mean a couple shares? If you ain't working in 100 share round lots, you're a hobbyist. You're not an investor. You sold a couple shares. Why would you sell why would you sell or buy less than 100 shares of a stock? Because 2 or 3 shares is all you could afford.
Like you were just listening to, I think we went and my daughter's about to turn 16, so we went and looked at cars.
Happy 59, Michael Wyatt.
Today, and so I was just getting money ready because I made a cash offer.
That's cool. Nothing wrong with that. I have core holdings in the stock market. I don't move them much. Like I'm long a lot of IBM at $40 a share. I have Caterpillar. I've literally had my IBM position since probably 1990, 91, maybe a little before that. And I hold AT&T before I was a broker from some of it, the 70s and 80s. My grandfather was a linesman for AT&T, so after he passed, my grandmother was sitting on a pile of stock, and of course she got the certificates delivered because she didn't trust the brokerage houses. And we got Christmas, Easter, birthdays, we got AT&T stock. It's fucking cool. That's what kind of got me interested in the stock market. We're in the middle to low 30s. Like I have good solid core holdings, and they're 59 in June. So next year I turn 60. At that point in time, I'll start to migrate a majority of and it's good because the stock market, it was down on the end of the day today, but it crested above 50. It crested above 50,000. So the minute this Iran deal is squared away, within a month to 2 months, I may be a little aggressive on that, but I bought Disney and Carnival Cruise Lines, KTZ, and I liquidated them when the Iran shit started because, they were up quite a bit and they're going to take a hit, because travel's going to be impacted by all that shit and the escalation in the price of gasoline. But I agree with the logic of purchasing during the pandemic because they were fucking cheap. They've done well since then. But I would say the price of oil will be under $50 a barrel. And then,
do you think that? And so, I'm younger than you are. I'm almost 40.
right.
And I'm trying to figure out, like, if it feels to me like Donald Trump is doing more market manipulation than any president.
This is such fucking nonsense. But Trump's doing market manipulation. Why, Krusty? Because you heard some media representative say that? You have no real proof or information. You're just a babbler, dude. It's no wonder you only made $2 on your restream.
Before him, but it might. Do you agree?
Can you give an example of the market manipulation?
Yeah, the tariffs on, tariffs off, tariffs on, tariffs off. We're gonna
I don't know if tariffs isn't market manipulation. It's getting people to the negotiating table to do fucking long-term business deals, which is good for everybody. But to the paranoid mind, everything's a manipulation and a conspiracy. To idiots and fucking drug users, which you are, Krusty. You're convicted on meth dealing, I believe. Yeah, isn't that what it is?
Glass over the Middle East. Oh, we're not going to war. Like it just seems like he's just making pressers that are back and forth, and then the market goes back and forth and back and forth.
Well, look, I'm a New York boy. I was raised in New York. I grew up in New York. When I brokered, I was in the city for a decade. I've known about Donald Trump since I was a young teenager. And I know enough about Trump to know that he ran in, several primaries in the middle 80s, early 90s. So he's not new to any of this shit. But he's not a politician, so he doesn't understand political speech. He's a businessman and an advertiser, and he's a guy who firmly believes, and it doesn't work for everybody, but it really fucking works for him, that all exposure is good exposure. So when he speaks, he tends to speak in exaggerated terms, which if you don't understand that about him, then I could see why you would be saying market manipulation shit. Tariffs on, tariffs off. That's just working deals.
Well, I mean, you're carrying water. The guy is definitely
I may actually be carrying water, but that doesn't make my statements wrong. And
yeah, you think that Donald Trump is so blustery and cumbersome and clumsy that he doesn't understand what he's doing when he does that?
He knows what he's doing, but he's been doing it his whole life.
So that's what I'm saying. That's market manipulation. If you know that you can make a press release and the market's going to swing one way or the other way, and you keep doing that and swinging it, that's market manipulation.
But he doesn't. If it is, he doesn't benefit from it because his shit's in a blind trust. Look, I don't give a shit if people are manipulating the market. The same way I don't give a shit if you're speeding on the highway. Speed all you want. Don't fucking run into me. Right?
That's what I'm saying. If you own stock, then market manipulations are the equivalent of running into you.
Only if you're on the wrong side of it and you're involved in the shit that they're involved in. I have core holdings in the market, and then I hold a decent amount of cash. So, on some of that shit, I sold oil contracts. I sold oil a week ago at $94 a barrel, and I took a hit because when it went to 100, I had to cover my positions, and then it crested over 100, and then it dropped again. So in the last 2 days, I've made back what I lost. I covered at the end of the day today, and I'm just waiting to see the next bounce, and then I'll probably sell oil again because I think in the long term, in the intermediate term, near term, you're going to see oil at $50 a barrel, maybe less. So is he manipulating the markets? Yeah, sure he is. And if he gets the cost of oil manipulating that market down to $50 a barrel, America's going to see a hell of a heyday.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to deal with the tariff stuff and that being market manipulation. He's manipulating the market. Taiwan Semiconductor, which is 95% of the semiconductor market, homed in Taiwan, with the threat of China, you put a tariff on chips, and Taiwan Semiconductor has to come to America to build chips. That's good for all. That's a market manipulation with tariff, and that's good for every American.
Is what, bringing back manufacturing?
Yeah, especially with a tried and true proven manufacturing.
Bringing back manufacturing is a permanent return to a lower standard of living. The reason we outsource those jobs in the first place.
Hang on a second. The way you volumed up and projected forward, you're giving me a mantra, and I'm going to tell you. I'll let you say it, but I'm going to tell you right now it's wrong. Go ahead.
Manufacturing is a return to a lower standard of living. The reason that we outsource those jobs in the first place is because we American workers don't want those jobs, right? So if we're bringing them back, that either means A, we are taking jobs now as a country, we're taking jobs that are at lower wages, or we're increasing the wages for all those jobs, which means that all the output products are going to be more expensive. It's just an inflationary event.
If you look at it two-dimensionally, I can see where you would come to that conclusion, but all of your projected happenings have to actually happen, right?
Well, I mean, I'm talking about the case in which that does happen, right? In which
it doesn't. Wait, that's my point. It doesn't necessarily happen. It only happens the way you say it happens if it hits every mark in your statements. So if the wage increase is greater than the cost of goods increase, then it's net positive, not negative. So now your negative scenario is positive. In the sense of, hold on, let me finish. In the sense of national defense, we can't have the company we buy the majority of our chips from located right off the coast of China, because if China took Taiwan, they could shut us out of the fucking chip market, and it would take us about 5 to 10 years in manufacturing facilities to get caught up.
Sure, I don't disagree with that, but you're talking about that from. Are you done?
Yeah, go ahead.
You're talking about that from a national security perspective, and that's a different concern than an economic well-being one.
No. Sorry, I lost my mouse pointer for a moment there. National security is paramount to economics there, Krusty. I know you're not a bright boy and you tend to just repeat what you've heard people say, but national security is paramount to economics, dude. To pick any country that's not nationally secure and look at their economies. No. Security has a direct effect on economics.
Sure. Everything's intertwined.
Right, but so then you agree. It's this. The more I talk to you, the more I realize you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, especially when it comes to economics. You should stick to dealing methamphetamine. Oh, but you were arrested and convicted for that, right? You were just about to say it didn't, and it does.
Well, they're different primary concerns.
They are
manufacture. If we're talking,
they're primary concerns, though. And national security has an impact on the economy. That's why we have a huge fucking munitions and weapons of war segment of our economy. Dope.
If we're talking just about moving back things like semiconductors, chip manufacturing, right, for a national security priority so that China doesn't say rush in and end that. Okay. Yes, that makes sense. We as a country would be negatively impacted if that event were to happen, right?
No,
but if we're talking about manufacturing.
Exactly, Jimbo. Anytime the president, the King of England, the Prime Minister of England, Anytime major political figures speak, it has an impact on the fucking market.
Manufacturing as a whole and returning that to the U.S. from the places we've outsourced it from, that is a return to a lower standard of living.
No, so bringing manufacturing back to the U.S., which allowing it to go global, was a major fucking mistake. So bringing manufacturing back to the U.S. would be to bring the U.S. to a substandard, a lower economy than currently exists. You should tell that to the fucking auto workers in the fucking Rust Belt. Because that's, and I'm going to make the point here, it's the whole reason Hillary Clinton didn't get elected. Because she kept talking about white privilege and bullshit like that. And you have all these fucking white males in the Rust Belt that are laid off from manufacturing jobs that have seen a significant decrease in their standard of living. That's why Trump got elected over Hillary Clinton, despite Democrat cheating. It's not. No, it's not. Do you know why Hillary Clinton couldn't get fucking elected? Because
she's an insufferable bitch.
Yeah, right. And this is her insufferable bitchiness that cost her the election. She kept talking about white privilege and white male privilege. And there were all these fucking dudes that, because of NAFTA, watched the secondary market, auto market companies they worked for cross the border into Canada. And they all lost their fuck. That's why Detroit's a fucking mess. Right? So those people need fucking work. They're not employed. And any job is better for economics in general than no jobs or lesser jobs. And that's what the whole fucking Rust Belt and a lot of American economies, local level economies, suffered from when we outsourced our manufacturing. That's why it's coming back home, bro. And that's why it'll be good for America long term to bring this shit back. And when you're talking about shit like manufacturing semiconductors, you can't get better manufacturing jobs than that. That's high paying shit. Those jobs pay more than your fucking meth dealing did and your little YouTube channel will. So the one who's living in a substandard economic situation is you, Powdered Krusty. We'll get back to this conversation in the future. My line recording of Todd has rendered, and we'll finish that up. It looks like there is about 40 minutes left, 50 minutes left. We'll get on it.
It is now back to normal KB kilobytes.
Do you remember where you were on that, Mimsy?
It's an interesting question, and he was engaging the question. And it was having to do with, are they doing it for other purposes? The auditing, right?
Yeah, I was reading into it, like, and maybe I wanted to respond if Mimsy was done at that point, or let him go on if he was still making his point.
Yeah, to be honest, I did lose track.
I'm very, very sorry. I just
no, that's fine. No, I
do you mind if I respond to that, Mimsy?
No, GS. Taint Liquor Mimsy doesn't want you to get upset with him.
I do, because the question was for Mimsy, not for you.
I was going
so why don't you let Mimsy answer the fucking question?
Well, as a person who's got a lot of experience in that doing that work,
as a fucking liar and a dumbass and a troll,
liar and a dumbass,
listen to Mimsy and not you.
Well, no, you're a liar and dumbass. We know that much, bro.
Okay. Well, I'd like
Chris. He was talking about you. You're the liar and the dumbass.
To hear from both of you, but I'd like to hear Sheep Show first, because, with all due respect, he did ask me the question, and I can't remember where I actually got to in the question. But overall, I would agree that they taint things. They taint the view of auditing in the same respect as bad auditors like the First Amendment Protection Agency do. Would be my short summary of it.
I think that, I asked the question for a specific reason, and I wanted to get your opinion on it. And I think that I completely disagree with your opinion on, or at least how you characterize these and I'm just going to use a word that you did not use. I'm going to call them provocateurs, the people that go out there and they provoke people into a reaction. And those are my words. They're not your words, Mimsy. But I want to say that I think that we just come at this from completely different perspectives. And I think that you have a different starting line than I have. And although we completely disagree, I wouldn't characterize you as an idiot, as ignorant, as evil. I would just say that I think you're wrong. Although I do believe that you're completely entitled to your opinion, and I don't fault you for it. I come from a different starting point. I have a different perspective, and my perspective is that the First Amendment protects speech that is unpopular. The First Amendment allows people to go out there and be assholes. The First Amendment allows Direct D to be an asshole. Now, I know that 4PS is going to mischaracterize that and say that I just said that 4PS is allowed to, or that Direct D is allowed to threaten his family and dox him. That's not what I said. I said that I think that the First Amendment allows Direct D to be a complete asshole. And I think that the First Amendment allows these auditors that some people group into clickbaiters or rage baiters, allows them to go out there and be clickbaiters and rage baiters. And I completely support their First Amendment right to do so. And I think that a lot of these rage baiters and auditors, and as a result of them doing that, have revealed a lot of public corruption that should be looked at and should be analyzed. I mean, I'll use me as an example. I did a car wash one time. What the F does a car wash have to do with the First Amendment? Well, they called the police on me. The police responded and they tried to violate my First Amendment right. And I was able to expose that. I was able to be transparent about that. I was able to expose.
How did they violate your First Amendment right?
Because they tried to.
How did they violate your right?
I was able to expose that the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department tried to violate my First Amendment right. I'm not going to let you take me down these fucking roads. I'm trying to talk to Mimsy, and Mimsy is trying to listen to me. So if you could shut the fuck up. If you could shut the fuck up and let me talk to Mimsy. I think that these encounters lead to.
For public safety can't fucking sit still and keep his mouth shut. He hates when he's not the fucking. He's just like Todd. They both hate when they're not the center of attention. So Todd, to compensate, has to play Magic the Gathering with 13-year-olds.
Legitimate First Amendment questions, and they lead to exposing legitimate First Amendment questions. And one could argue that you could do the same thing and get the same result from just cop washing and doing government accountability only. But I don't think that the First Amendment needs to be protected from just government. I think the First Amendment needs to be protected and defended from everyone, including the person that's walking.
What? Is that where it ended? Fuck. Oh. I let that ran for a long time afterwards. Shit. All right, that's all we got for today. Toddy just ended while Sheep was fucking giving it to for public safety. Toddy had to save for public safety from Sheep by ending his fucking stream. What a little pussy Todd is. All right, kids, 30 good motherfuckers still listening. Thank you for being here with me. We'll do a little more in the future. Thanks for joining my afternoon impromptu. Later, y'all. Bye-bye.